the air is thick with tension, the ground slick with blood. Prince Cheon Yo-woon, battered and cornered, collapses with a cry. Ack! His voice cracks, pain searing through him. A heavy thud echoes as he hits the ground, his leg refusing to move. Shit. I can't move my leg anymore. Desperation claws at him, his body trembling. He gasps, realization hitting like a blade. Are you telling me that I've been dancing in the middle of your palms from the start? Fuck. Damn it all. What should I do? His mind races, frantic. Why? I even gave up on enrolling into the academy. A mocking voice cuts through the haze. You must have had quite a lot of trouble running for an hour to reach here. Well done, Prince Cheon. A sinister chuckle follows. Hee hee. All this waiting had me at the point of falling asleep. Cheon's strength ebbs away, his voice weak. I don't have the strength to run away either. What more do you want from me? Why are you aiming for my life? The response is cold, calculated. Even if you gave up on the academy or you have absolutely no talent in martial arts, you should know that something like that doesn't matter, right, Prince Cheon? As long as you have a right to the throne, this is the only way, Prince. Even if you have peasant blood mixed in you, give it up, there's no other way out. The voice drips with disdain. Since you are of the bloodline of that person, we'll send you off with a painless death. Cheon's blood boils at the insult. Peasant blood, they say. How dare they dishonor my mother? His resolve hardens. If I'm going to die anyway, then I'll go by fighting until my very last breath. But doubt creeps in. No, it seems like he didn't. There's no way those bastards would send me off with a painless death. A taunting laugh answers. Ho! Did you learn some martial arts from Warrior Jang? Seeing how even without any training or skills, he doesn't want to give up until the end. Another voice chimes in, cruelly amused. However, it seems as though he can't run away from his bloodline, hee. This is going to be a fun hunt. The order is given. Kill him! Chaos erupts. Cheon screams, his body pushed beyond its limits. A warning rings out. Watch out! But it's too late. Huh? Is that the end of your little retaliation? A blade pierces flesh with a sickening sound. A body crumples. The attackers are stunned. Hee. Serves you right. What? How did a kid, who didn't even master martial arts, kill one of our members? Were all of those random slashes an act to make us lower our guard? He managed to pull off such a shrewd act in a situation like this. What if he had actually mastered martial arts? You damned brat. The fight turns brutal. Just because we went easy on you, you dare to. A sickening crunch follows. Cheon's body screams in agony. How does it feel to have a hole in your stomach? His vision blurs. Shit, as I thought, I can't trick them twice, huh? He mutters, resigned. At least I killed one bastard. His defiance is cut short. Die an excruciating death. An attacker snarls. Doing something like that isn't my style at all, but since our comrade died, I guess there isn't a choice. Suddenly, a blinding flash. Something like a beam of white light. The attackers falter. He's behind us. Confusion reigns. What is that? I've never seen clothing like that before. A new figure appears, shrouded in mystery. Who are you? What happened? The attackers stammer. Is it an agility skill? No. Huh? He disappeared in a second? It's more like he's becoming invisible like water in a second. Panic sets in. Sir, exactly what is that light? Can it be that this is the power of a master who's risen to the highest level? They speculate wildly. But why is an extraordinary master like him defending that brat? That kid already lost a lot of blood, so he's a lost cause anyway. Our mission has been fulfilled. Let's retreat. A final blow lands. The attackers scatter, leaving Cheon barely conscious. Serves you all right. Cheon's mind reels. It looks like our ancestor is in a happy mood even though he's at his deathbed. The strange figure speaks nonsense. Who is it? What kind of nonsense is he spouting after appearing all of a sudden? Cheon's vision fades. My eyesight is getting fuzzy so I can't see. Am I going to die like this? Did they find me already? The figure continues, unbothered. I was going to come here earlier and teach you how to use this, but I guess we'll have to improvise. I should hurry, huh? Since you're right about to die. Cheon's body grows cold. The figure's voice is casual. I'm the one injecting it, and it's making me cringe. All right, done. Cheon clings to consciousness. Hey, Please make sure to succeed and make this descendant's life easier, okay? This is the latest version. Operating it should be simple enough, so good luck learning how to use it. Cheon's mind fractures. What kind of nonsense has that strange guy been blabbering about? A mechanical voice echoes in his head. Serial number 034. There's a strange voice inside my head. Sky Corporation. 7th generation, starting activation. A long time ago, fighters of Zhonghu learned martial arts to protect themselves from enemies. Over time, martial arts evolved from self-defense into a tool to kill. It grew sophisticated, with simple forms becoming complex movements and breathing techniques forming the basis of internal energy. Martial artists passed their teachings and heirlooms to future generations, allowing martial arts to evolve further. Those who mastered these arts were more powerful than ordinary humans, soon called the Mauryan people, or Wulin. Fighters gathered to form clans under these masters, divided into forces of justice and evil. Between their delicate balance, another group emerged, pursuing only strength. The world called them the demonic cult. This is the story of Qian Yo Woon, the illegitimate child of the demonic cult's highest-ranking family, with a claim to the throne. Qian stirs, disoriented. Oh, alive? What happened? His senses reel as he sits up. The air is foul. It smells awful. What's this? His body is slick with sweat, covered in black spots. But I'm sure my stomach was pierced by that sword. Why is my whole body sweating? What are these black spots? My whole body is sticky. A voice speaks, not from the air but within him. Are you awake, master? Qian freezes. What? The voice repeats, calm and mechanical. Are you awake, master? Nausea grips him. I feel like throwing up. Who are you? He scans the room, finding no one. There isn't anyone around. What is this? The voice persists. Please calm down, master. Qian's mind races. Telepathy. No, not that. This sounds like it's coming directly from my head. I've heard it once before, but this is different. No way. Could it be coming from my head? The voice confirms. You are right, master. Qian gasps. Huh. The voice continues, clinical. I connect and serve as a core to support master's brain. Confusion mounts. What? What are you talking about? The voice identifies itself. I am the 7th generation nanomachine. Qian's disbelief spikes. Nano. Once again, who are you? The voice is unwavering. I am Sky Corporation's 7th generation nanomachine. Qian's panic surges. Evil god, he mishears, his mind latching onto the demonic cult's lore. He stumbles, collapsing. Are you really? The evil god. Footsteps approach. This way, Dr. Beck. A new voice speaks. Was it an assassination attempt? Although there have been many assassination attempts recently, another responds, grim. Of course it would have to be our first-class guard Zhang. Yes. I didn't think that you would send me directly there. The conversation continues. It was the only thing we could have done. I think someone helped Prince Qian, but I can't tell who it was that helped him. It was a miracle that Prince Qian was able to make it out alive. Dr. Beck muses. Can't you guess to an extent based on the markings? Guard Zhang recounts the scene. Well, the scene that I saw yesterday was terrible. On the cold ground, without their upper bodies, were the corpses of men from the demonic cult. Among them was one who still had his upper body intact, but the dagger that I gave to Prince Qian was stuck in his head. He pauses. Right then, I heard someone's breathing. I could recognize right away, it was Prince Qian. Disbelief colors his tone. He had no wounds on his body, Dr. Beck presses. But, in a place not too far away, through the pools of blood, yes. His breathing was like he was sound asleep. Who could have helped him? His clothes were clearly torn by a sword. There's no way the cult leader would involve himself in a fight like this. Qian stirs, addressing the voice in his head. Ha. This is getting interesting. Were you the one who saved my life, God? The nanomachine corrects him. If you are talking about the one who saved you from the enemies that were after you, then no. Qian frowns. What do you mean self-healing mode? Also, what's with Master? The nanomachine explains, sending basic information to Master's brain. Searching for the right words for this era and culture. Master, I am not the evil god that you speak of. Qian's confusion deepens. If you're not the evil god, then, the nanomachine persists. I'm trying to send you the basic information and manual about me to your brain. A surge of energy hits. Qian retches, collapsing. This is a natural reaction when you first receive the information in your brain. Cough. You won't feel dizzy or nauseous starting the second time. Qian groans, dizzy. Ah, I'm dizzy. What is happening? Is it true that thousands of machines are now embedded in my body? It confirms. That is correct. The nanomachine elaborates. Specifically, 6,482,040,000 nanomachines have now been placed in your body. Qian grapples with the reality. What is this? It wasn't a human or a god. If I want, can you get out of my body? The nanomachine is firm. As you saw in the information that was sent, I am programmed to only be extracted outside the body in case you die. Despair creeps in. My so-called half-brothers. They're very desperate to kill me, who doesn't even have any strength. Why did this happen to me? And now, there's a fully unidentified nanomachine in my body. A knock interrupts. Prince. Dr. Beck is here. Qian panics. Wait, stay quiet. They will think I'm weird if they see me talking to a voice inside my head. The nanomachine reassures. I can read your thoughts to communicate. Qian snaps. I got it, so just be quiet. Guard Zhang speaks softly. The prince seems to be asleep, so we have to stay quiet. Prince. Are you awake? Qian jolts. Oh. Dr. Beck approaches. It seems your body is. Oh no. I forgot about that. Prince Qian. We have met before, haven't we? I'm going to feel your pulse. Give me your hand. Qian hesitates, noticing the stench. What? What is this smell? He recognizes the doctor. Yes, oh, how could I forget the doctor who came to see me when my mother was sick? Dr. Beck examines him. It's okay to give me your hand. This is very strange. Did something bad happen to the prince? He pauses, astonished. No, it's quite the opposite. This could be a rare opportunity for Prince Qian. Qian is confused. What are you saying? Dr. Beck explains. Your entire body has been cleansed of any dirty substances and your energy flow has been activated. Pardon? What do you mean? Qian presses. Did you take some kind of special medicine? Qian feigns ignorance. I'm not sure what you're saying. Huh? Then, these sticky black spots are waste that came out of my body. Dr. Beck concludes. You now have the perfect body to train in martial arts. Qian turns to the nanomachine. Look here. Did you do this? Deactivate? The nanomachine responds. Silent mode has been deactivated. The nanomachines placed throughout your entire body have extracted waste from your body, and they have also reshaped the blood vessels, joints, and muscles to best fit your body shape. Qian's mind reels. What are you? Are you sure? You're not an evil god? The nanomachine insists. I'm not an evil god, but a machine. Master. The demonic cult comprises many clans, but only 6 reign supreme. Dark Clan, Sword Clan, Poison Clan, Spring Clan, Sound Clan, and Blade Clan. The Lord, bound by oath, marries a woman from each to sire descendants. These heirs are raised in their respective clans and, at a certain age, enter the demonic academy, which opens every decade to train the finest warriors. When multiple princes join, competition intensifies, known as the period of battle of the heirs. Qian, still grappling with the nanomachine, repeats, Are you sure? I'm not an evil god, but a machine. Master. He resolves to keep it secret. I need to hide the fact that A is in my body. The nanomachine reassures. The technology of this era will not be able to detect my presence, Master. Dr. Beck, from the Poison Clan, muses. It's certain that he received help from someone. There seems to be nothing wrong with your body, but I'll prescribe you a tonic that will help you regain your energy. Qian nods. Are you leaving? Guard Zhang offers. I will see you out. Dr. Beck declines. It's fine. Don't come out and watch over the prince. Dr. Beck reflects as he leaves. It's very strange. A long time ago, I was sure that he would be pushed out of the ranks with his weak body and no knowledge of martial arts. But now, with the current state of his body, he could probably learn martial arts better than any of the other princes. He is an illegitimate child of the Lord after all. Did he pretend not to care while actually taking interest in it? If the Lord had secretly helped him, then there was no need for him to acknowledge it. The soon-to-be-open demonic academy will be noisy. Qian exhales. Phew. I don't think he caught on. He reflects on his survival. Come to think of it, the reason why I'm alive is all thanks to Guard Zhang. Thank you for saw. Guard Jang interrupts, nose wrinkled. I think you should wash up first. Qian laughs sheepishly. I really should. He turns to the nanomachine. Hey, earlier, you said that you put my body in a self-healing mode, right? How much can it heal? The nanomachine explains. Yes, master. Any internal or external wound caused by an external impact can be healed quickly. However, blood loss or decapitation will take much more time since they require cell division. Qian is stunned. Oh, really? Why do you keep saying things that are hard to understand? It should be fine if I try and test it out, right? He tests it, stabbing his palm. Ouch! It hurts. The nanomachine activates, activating self-healing mode on the left palm for a stab wound. The bleeding stops. Qian marvels. Even though I just saw it, it's hard to believe. The nanomachine continues. The information that you transferred to my head earlier, you were able to use everything shown in the instructions. But now I know that it works. Can I really use all of those functions? Qian, freshly bathed, notices his changed physique. Good. I'll have to try it out once I finish my bath. Wait, this doesn't make sense? How come my body has suddenly become muscular and toned? Did you do this too? The nanomachine confirms. Yes, I have reconstructed your body. A servant enters. Prince, I have come to dress you. Qian waves him off. Oh, go ahead. The nanomachine elaborates. While it is scientifically impossible to create something out of nothing, it is not difficult to reconstruct an existing part of your body. Qian groans. The words you choose are so complicated. Hey, Nano, listening to you, I feel like everything I have learned is useless. Since your name is so long, it's okay to call you Nano, right? The nanomachine agrees, registering the name Nano. Qian surveys his study. This is my study. The only books here that are related to martial arts are about blood points and Kai. The 3J Sim is a breathing method designed to train the mind and body, but even if you practice for the rest of your life, it is still difficult to achieve the lowest level. He decides. Then reading about blood points seems to be better. He flips through a book. I'm starting, Nano. I'm done flipping through it, Nano. The nanomachine responds. You have successfully scanned the book, Blood Passage. Scan? Ah. Are you saying that you copied all of its information? It confirms. That is correct. A surge hits. Information transfer complete. He staggers. Ah, you will soon get used to it. The nanomachine assures. Qian, frustrated, snaps. Inconsiderate jerk. Are you worried about me? So you don't have any emotions, the nanomachine explains. I am just stating the fact. If you wish to use the acquired knowledge, you have to think about it to bring it up. Qian recalls the information. Blood points play an important role in the flow of blood in the veins and arteries of the body, and can simply be called blood. There are two different types of points, points that can immobilize and points that can kill. If a point that can immobilize is poked at, the body of the person will be immobilized, which can. He laughs, awestruck. Haha, no way, this is crazy. Blood points, it's not just memorization, I can fully understand the content. The nanomachine reveals. I transferred the information over after correcting the errors of the book. Based on the information in the program, I corrected an error about blood points. Qian is floored. Errors? There were things that were wrong? My gosh, I can't believe this. Excitement builds. Doesn't this mean that I can learn and master martial arts faster than everyone else? The candidates of the 6 clans have mastered many fighting techniques since they were breastfed, and even after watching those bastards, I still couldn't master the 3J Sim method. There aren't many books on martial arts in my study, but I heard that there are many in the demonic academy. With this ability, I'm going to become stronger faster than anyone else in the academy. That's going to be my goal now. Elsewhere, in the chamber of the heir candidate at South Castle, Prince Mukium seethes. I sent them all to get rid of one boy, and all 5 of them are dead? Ha! Do you think that makes sense? His subordinate cowers. I think someone secretly helped him. Mukium snaps. Who gave you the right to call my name at your own will? The subordinate stammers. I'm sorry. Mukium scoffs. I thought since he was a bastard of low blood, that he would be easy to kill. I even tried to get rid of that guard, but it seems like he had something up his sleeve. But there is someone else protecting him too? Could it be father? I didn't want to get my hands dirty, but I have no choice now. I'll have to kill him myself at the demonic academy. His resolve hardens. Qian Yo Woon. Qian lies awake, nerves frayed. I couldn't sleep at all because of how nervous I am. Is it morning yet? It's already today, the day I joined the academy. His mind churns. Would it have been better if I had secretly learned Zhang's dagger techniques? He recalls his vow. When my mother passed away, I made an oath not to learn martial arts until I was admitted into the academy. No. Then people from the 6 clans that watch us won't leave me alone. The nanomachine interrupts. Master, would you like me to scan guard Zhang's movements? Qian's eyes widen. What? You can scan the movements of other people? Then does that mean you can scan guard Zhang's martial arts training and transfer it into my head? The nanomachine confirms. I can. That is possible. My program also has data on various martial art techniques that I can transfer over to you. I can even transfer it to you right now. Qian hesitates. Is it okay to steal guard Zhang's martial arts techniques without his permission? I don't have time to think about what I can use to protect myself. He decides. Please scan, Nano. The nanomachine activates. Activating movement scan. Scanning time has approximately been half an hour. Movement scan has been completed. Beginning the transfer to the user's brain. Qian braces himself. Transfer complete. He exhales. Still, it was more bearable than yesterday. Amazement dawns. How can this be? How is this possible? He moves, testing the dagger skill. Guard Zhang's dagger skill. Oh right. I think that I can do it too. He cautions himself. I need to be careful so that guard Zhang doesn't see. His movements mirror Zhang's perfectly. It's exactly the same as guard Zhang's 20 years of training. Training every day, straightening posture, mastering it with the body. Doesn't this allow me to completely ignore those processes? The nanomachine adds, while the movement scan was activated, muscle analysis for training the movements has also been completed. Will you accept the transfer to your muscles? Qian is puzzled. I need to have a muscle transfer too. Pain suddenly racks his body. My whole body is in so much pain suddenly. Why is my body like this? Nano, the nanomachine explains. Through repetitive training, your body forms muscles that are right for this movement, but your body has not properly developed those muscles, so there will be damage to your muscles. It adjusts its language, translating language to match the user's level. Translation complete. Master has not trained like Zhang for a long time, so even if your brain has learned it, your body won't be able to adjust to it. You must have your muscles go through a simulation so that you are fully familiar with the movements. Only after this transfer can you use these movements fully. Nanomachine warns, this transfer requires the use of every nanomachine in your body, which will take a couple hours. This transfer will come with a lot of pain, so you will be put under anesthesia shortly. Qian steels himself. Can I do it? That's right. Would you like to start the transfer? If it's only a couple hours, there will still be time before I have to go. You can start it. Does it hurt a lot? The nanomachine cites statistics. There are a total of 1,350,000 cases of fainting caused by this muscle transfer. Qian, determined, says, good. Would you like to try without the anesthesia? He hesitates. If I can't handle it, can you switch to a state with anesthesia? The transfer begins. Yes, starting the transfer. Qian tries to laugh it off. What? I was too nervous. This just tickles, but pain hits hard. He collapses, trembling. Injecting anesthesia. Meanwhile, guard Zhang prepares breakfast, reflecting. Should I prepare something special today? I'll just make a simple meal that Prince Qian likes. It has already been 5 years since I learned to cook for you. It has already been 5 years since Lady Hua died from eating food containing poison. The young Prince Qian is now entering the academy today. Lady Hua, please protect him from heaven so that he can survive and have another meal. Qian's cries interrupt. Zhang rushes in, alarmed. Prince Qian, are you okay? He checks Qian's pulse. Judging by his pulse, it doesn't seem like anything is wrong. What was he doing for this to happen? Zhang notices something odd. Those footsteps. Prince Qian watched my training. He watched me train for 2 years, and has already caught up to my 20 years of training. Qian awakens, gasping. Required muscle and fiber transfer has been completed. Gasp. I'm never doing that again. He's disoriented. But why was I lying down? The nanomachine responds, deactivating anesthesia. I certainly warned you, Master. Qian pieces it together. Did guard Zhang come by? Now it won't hurt to use the dagger technique, right? The nanomachine confirms, through the muscle transfer, you now have the same muscles as those who have practiced these movements for 20 years. Qian grins. Good. He tests the dagger techniques, marveling at their precision. These are the same techniques as before, but they're much more accurate and powerful. The feeling of cutting through the air is so nice. That's all for the first formation. Now for the first step of the second formation. He pauses, alarmed. Ak? This is bad. Even though I didn't use Nigong, it still leaves footprints. He realizes the extent of his transformation. Have I already completed Weigong? It's as if there was almost no Nigong. Panic sets in. If guard Zhang sees this, it's going to be bad. Zhang's voice interrupts. Prince, your breakfast is ready. Qian covers. Ah, I feel so hungry today. He hopes Zhang didn't notice. Guard Zhang wouldn't have noticed, right? It won't go away even if I press on it. Zhang notices his odd behavior. Don't you always eat by the window? Qian deflects. Since I won't be coming home for a while, I wanted to eat towards the center. Zhang sets out the meal. Huh? Stir-fried bok choy and roast pork, rice with a fried egg on top. It's all my favorite foods. Emotion wells up. I see. You care for me, guard Zhang. Since today is the day I get admitted to the academy. The nanomachine chimes in. A sudden change in emotions is contributing to the acid coming up your esophagus, increasing the secretion of saliva. Please swallow the food with saliva to settle the acid. Temporarily entering mute mode. Qian snaps. Stop saying weird things and be quiet. He digs in. I'm going to eat everything and leave nothing left. He eats heartily. Please eat slowly, you're going to get an indigestion. Qian finishes, satisfied. That was a good meal, guard Zhang. Zhang pauses, noticing something. Ah. Prince, when did you street? No. Learn my dagger technique. Qian stammers, caught. What are you talking about? Zhang points to the evidence. This is a step made from moving into the second formation of my technique. It's a lot clearer than what I saw earlier. As expected, my eyes weren't wrong. He warns, stealing other people's martial arts techniques is a taboo in Morim. Qian's guilt surges. Well, I committed a crime by stealing a technique through Nano's power. Even if guard Zhang will hate me, I have no excuse. But Zhang surprises him, offering a scroll. You did good. So what if you learn in secret? I am your guard. Qian is stunned. What's this? Why are you giving this? Zhang explains, if it wasn't for the oath of the 6 clans, I would have taught it to you earlier. It's an energy flow method for the Nigong of the dagger technique. He adds, I want to give tips on learning the Nigong, but there will be many things at the academy that are much better than what I can give you. Learn those. Qian's emotions overflow. Oh, guard Zhang, I'm never going to cry again. Zhang reflects, it's been 5 years since Lady Hua has passed, but he is still a boy who is hungry for his parents' affection. During that time, I gritted my teeth and put up with Prince Qian, however. I can't be with you after you get admitted. Qian resolves, so, you can cry today but you must become stronger from now on. He nods, determined. Even though Mother is not here anymore, I still have a place I can return to. From now on, I mustn't fear or hesitate. He arrives at the demonic academy, nerves jangling. As I have heard, have all of the clans gathered? How many people are here? Now that I'm here at the academy, I'm getting nervous. The crowd is overwhelming. I think there may be around 1,000. Since this is a competition between the heirs, as a part of small clans, we need to get in line. The atmosphere is chaotic. They're all so loud. It's such a mess that I can't see any kind of spirit from them. A voice booms. Did you come here without the resolve that this place could be your last? The crowd parts, revealing a figure with red hair. Left Guardian Li Wamyung. That red hair, that's the Left Guardian. Whispers ripple through the crowd. Oh ho, wasn't it top 5? Isn't he one of the top 10 strongest in the demonic cult? The kids in the front row. Are they the heirs of the 6 clans? He identifies them. Dark Clan. Number 1 Qian Mu Yian, Sword Clan. Number 2 Qian Kyung Woon, Spring Clan. Number 3 Qian Mu Kum, Poison Clan. Number 4 Qian Zhang Sum, Blade Clan. Number 5 Qian Yu Chan, Sound Clan. Number 6 Qian Wan Ryan. She's the only female candidate this time. His own name is called. Number 7, Qian, he falters, realizing he's missing. Huh? Where is he? The air buzzed with whispers and sneers as the other cadets noticed his missing name tag. "There is no name tag," one voice hissed. "Yes, I can't see the 7th prince's name tag," another confirmed. Cheon Yo-woon, the Lord's illegitimate child, clenched his fists. "I understand, I'll wait," he muttered to himself, his voice steady despite the weight of their stares. "It seems like you'll just have to wait until we find one," a voice taunted, dripping with mockery. Cheon Yo-woon's jaw tightened. This must be one of the 6 clans' tricks, he thought bitterly. Do they not want me in the same row as them? Well, nothing good will come out of having conflict with them from the beginning. His mind flashed to the past, to the countless times the 6 clans had tried to kill him. They were the bastards that tried to kill me whenever they had the chance. I still came here after countless attacks from you bastards. They would probably kill me right away if they saw me. Resolve hardened in his chest. I'm going to be stronger than anyone else. In this demonic academy, the whispers grew louder around him. There are so many, a cadet murmured, eyeing Cheon Yo-woon's black number 7 name tag. That guy's an heir candidate that's not from the 6 clans, right? Another whispered. Then wouldn't he be the first to fail? The words stung, but Cheon Yo-woon stood firm. It's obvious what they're whispering about even if I can't hear them, he thought. It's going to be hard to get to the front like this. Rumors swirled that he hadn't mastered any martial arts, and the taunts grew bolder. Rumor has it that he hasn't mastered any style of martial arts, someone sneered. I'll just let them laugh at me, Cheon Yo-woon decided, his eyes narrowing. He's over there. It's ridiculous to see him alone all the way in the back. That's a pretty funny way of receiving attention, Lord's illegitimate child. Suddenly, the sound of horns pierced the air. It's the sound of the horns, a cadet shouted. They're coming out soon. The crowd stirred. Everyone, be quiet. It's the Lord. The commanding voice of the Right Guardian, Siab Meng, known as Crazy Blade, cut through the noise. Those shabby clothes. You drunk bastard, he thought, but the lead guardian, Merikium, the great guardian king, snapped, quiet. One of the top 5 strongest in Morim, his presence was undeniable. Then, the Cheonma cult lord, Cheon Yu-jong, stepped forward, his aura overwhelming. His presence is so overwhelming. I can't lift my head, Cheon Yo-woon thought, awestruck. Silence. The Lord's voice boomed, and Cheon Yo-woon's heart skipped. That person is my father. As expected of the Lord. The Lord's cold eyes swept over the crowd, and Cheon Yo-woon felt a pang of disappointment. To think that the first time I meet him, I would only see his cold eyes. I didn't expect anything anyway. He is the person who didn't even show up after my mother died. My lord, it's ready, a voice announced, and the Lord addressed the cadets. You all are responsible for the future of this cult. We welcome you. His voice carried a strange power. Is this what they call Naigon? Cheon Yo-woon marveled. It sounds like he's just talking, but it still sounds so clear and deep in my ears. The Lord continued, in this place, train and make ties. Become the power of the cult. The crowd erupted, wah, for the demonic cult. Now that the Lord's congratulatory speech is over, let us begin properly, a senior martial artist declared. The crowd buzzed with unease. Are you not going to stand up straight? A harsh voice barked. I'm going to keep it simple, so listen carefully. The academy will last for 4 years and consists of 6 stages. Murmurs rippled through the cadets. What? One whispered. After each stage, you will take a test. You are given only one chance to pass the test. Shock spread. If we can't pass the first time, we fail? A cadet asked. We only get one chance? How could that be? Another muttered. The instructor's voice was cold. It seems like you understood what I said. A bold cadet spoke up. I have a question. The instructor sneered. Who said a bastard like you could ask a question? That's right. The ones who do not pass will be expelled instantly. The cadet persisted. What? Only to be silenced. Oh, do you have a problem with me calling you a bastard? You should have heard that the moment you entered this academy, you'd lose all privileges you had from the 6 clans. Do you want to be expelled even before the competition starts? Laughter followed. Ha, ha ha. Well, it's obvious what your question is. You may think that one chance for the 6 stages is unfair, but I'm sorry. The special benefit will be given to those that pass on to the next stage. The instructor continued. The first benefit is the Black Dragon Ball. Whispers erupted. If they're talking about the Black Dragon Ball, it must be the medicine ball that allows the consumer to gain 20 years worth of Nigong, a cadet speculated. So if you pass through all the stages and get 6 of the balls, you would get 120 years, right? Another asked. 6 stages. Wouldn't that be similar to the level of a high expert? Skepticism crept in. Not that they say that the more you take it, the less effective it gets. It's also hard to absorb it completely in the first place, a cadet scoffed. If it was that good, why would they give it to us? The masters would have taken them all already. Qian Yo Woon's heart raced. I don't have any Nigong right now, but if I were to pass, I could increase that Nigong in an instant. The second benefit is the martial arts book of secrets, the instructor added. If you've all trained martial arts, you would know the importance of these books, right? The library of the Demonic Academy has 5 floors. Each time you pass a test, you will gain access to 1 floor. Depending on the effort you put in, you may be given the opportunity to learn the secrets of the 6 clans or even secrets to various martial arts manuals. Excitement stirred. Oh, so does that mean I could learn divine phenology? A cadet exclaimed. Books of martial arts, in order to survive, that's more important than Nigong. Like the Mori masters, Qian Yo Woon's resolve deepened, but the instructor's next words were a blow. First, most of you won't make it to the 5th floor, even if you were resurrected. So don't even get your hopes up. Qian Yo Woon's determination didn't waver, though the crowd's morale sank. He's the best at boosting morale and dropping it at once. The instructor, Li Hua Myung, continued, I don't like anything you do. The third and last benefit, everything changes once you enter the academy, is that you guys can get a rank that you've never had before. So that's why even us candidates don't have any ranks or privileges here, a cadet realized. From now on, only the strong will survive. Li Hua Myung declared, every time you pass through a stage, you'll get ranks. Low-ranked warrior for stage 1, middle-ranked warrior for stage 2, high-ranked warrior for stage 3, squad leader for stage 4, and clan leader for stage 5. The cadets exchanged glances. The 6th stage doesn't matter to you all, so I'll just skip it, he added dismissively. Most of you here won't even be able to go past 3 stages, no matter what you do. A cadet whispered, well, even if that's how it is, can we even call stage 6 a test? It's almost impossible. Another added, not even 10 people have passed the test in the academy, which has been up for hundreds of years. Qian Yo Woon's heart pounded. If surviving until now was my biggest problem, now surviving means to go up in ranks, he thought fiercely. Li Hua Myung concluded, now, I'm done explaining. From now on, you will form groups for assigned dorms as we start with the first test. Shock rippled through the crowd. What? A cadet gasped. All right now, did I hear wrong? Another stammered. How can we have the first test already? The complaints grew. How is this fair? Aren't we supposed to learn something first? One demanded. What do we do if we get expelled? Another fretted. Be quiet. Li Hua Myung roared. Darn. Ah, no, we do need people to do the dirty work. Like I said, those who fail this test will be expelled from the academy. They won't even deserve to be called low-ranked warriors, he continued. The first test will test your basic skills. You will need at least basic Nigong in order to become a warrior of our school. Those of you who don't have basic Nigong will be assigned to agricultural, commercial, and service districts, so be prepared to die. Qian Yo Woon's mind raced. Damn it. That's the reason why the ladies of the 6 clans made me swear an oath to not learn Nigong. If I don't pass this, I'll become a part of the lowest clan of the cult. Haha. If that happens, anyone could try and kill me. A chilling realization hit. I don't know whose idea it is, but it's pretty good. This will save me the trouble of having to kill him myself, a voice sneered nearby, belonging to Hang So Yu, the demonic cult's 5th elder and clan leader of the Sound Clan. This person will watch over the first test, Li Hua Myung announced. She is the clan leader of the Sound Clan and the 5th elder of the demonic cult, Hang So Yu. This test is honestly very easy. Murmurs spread. If you fail here, you'll never be able to become even a low-ranked warrior. Hang So Yu's presence loomed. Sound Clan's leader? A cadet whispered. What kind of test calls for the Sound Clan's leader? Qian Yo Woon noticed others covering their ears. Why are they all covering their ears? He wondered. Li Hua Myung explained, Well, if the fifth elder were to actually play her musical energy wave, then you little ones wouldn't stand a chance, but she will control it for you all, so don't worry too much. Damn it. So we are to endure the musical energy wave, a cadet cursed. Start, Hang So-yu commanded, her fingers plucking the instrument with precision. With luck, you may even be able to endure it without any Nigong. With even just a little Nigong, they will be able to hold on for a minute. Those of you who endure the energy wave for a minute without fainting will pass the first test. The air vibrated with sound, and cries erupted. Oh! Cadets from smaller clans collapsed. As expected, most of the ones from the smaller clans have already fallen. I can hear it even if I cover my ears, a cadet groaned. The 6 clans candidates, bolstered by years of Nigong-enhancing medicines, stood firm. Ha ha ha, this just stings my ears, one laughed. Something's weird, as Hang So-yu's plucking intensified. The clan leader's plucking seems to only be getting faster. More cadets fell, screaming. But why? Why hasn't he fallen down yet? Cheon-yo-woon, a candidate gasped, noticing him. What is this? Are they all suffering from internal injuries? Half the people in the field are already on the floor. Then, why am I okay? Cheon-yo-woon wondered. A voice in his mind responded, sensing powerful high and low frequency waves from the instrument. Nano, there was a possibility of serious damage to your body. Activated emergency defense mode to block the sound waves. Cheon-yo-woon realized, so you made it so that I can't hear the sound waves. I have temporarily stopped your body's function to sense sound. He asked, then how can I hear your voice? Nano replied, the information is being sent directly to your brain. As the test continued, Hang So-yu's impatience grew. This is difficult. Nano, can you block that intimidating gaze? Cheon-yo-woon asked, feeling her stare. Do you want to block your vision? Nano responded. No, never mind. The elder's performance grew fiercer. The history of the Sound Clan has become a lot stronger than in the beginning. This should be too much for those with less than 20 years of Nigong, a voice noted. As expected, he must be the reason. I'd heard that he has no Nigong, but that must be wrong, Hang So-yu thought, watching Cheon-yo-woon stand steady. He's enduring this in such a stable condition. This is the first time I've seen such an exciting first test since I received my role at the academy. Cadets began to falter. Your ears are bleeding, one cried. It's hard to hold out even with 20 years of Nigong, another groaned. Just need to endure it a little longer. I need to get through this. The pride of the upper clan is at stake, a candidate gritted out. Hang So-yu's expression twisted. But why is the fifth elder playing so intensely? Her facial expression is also distorted, so I assume she's angry, a cadet whispered. Could it be? Another gasped, glancing back. How can that bastard with no Nigong be completely fine? He doesn't seem to be tired at all. They stared at Cheon-yo-woon, stunned. That bastard had Nigong, a candidate shouted, their voice thick with disbelief. Cheon-yo-woon stood unfazed, his calm demeanor fueling their anger. Nano, he thought, as Nano's voice responded, analyzing facial muscle movements. The system scanned the crowd. Absurdity, surprise, petulance, and anger can be seen from their facial muscles. Cheon-yo-woon noted, because I can't hear anything. I don't know what's happening, but I can see their hostility. It's obvious that their pride is wounded after thinking that I had no Nigong, then seeing me endure this long. He strategized, if I pass the first test in this good of a condition, they won't believe me if I say I don't have Nigong. Nano, could you give me an internal injury? Nano hesitated. Do you mean internal injury as in injuring your organs? It is possible, but I do not recommend intentionally injuring your body. Cheon-yo-woon insisted, I don't care. Once the performance is over, give me an internal injury and make me vomit blood. Nano complied, sure, forcing internal organ damage as ordered by Master. As the test neared its end, Hang So-yu's frustration boiled over. It's almost 1 minute now. To think that the bastard who isn't even 15 years old could endure this so easily. I can't end it like this. My pride won't allow it. She pushed her performance to half her power. Try and endure this performance that uses half the power in my body. The intensified waves hit hard. This is dangerous, a cadet gasped, coughing blood. Cough. Stop this. Any more will be dangerous, fifth elder, a voice pleaded. Hang So-yu relented. Ha, and the test ended. It's finally over, a cadet sighed. If she had used even a little more power, everyone would have failed the first test. Hang So-yu cursed herself. Damn it. What did I just do? I couldn't control my anger against that young bastard and raised half my power. Cheon-yo-woon suddenly staggered. Oomph. Blood poured from his mouth. How could he throw up that much blood? A cadet gasped. Nano, why you? Cheon-yo-woon thought, panicking. The program has been processed as ordered, Nano replied. Damage has been caused to about 30% of the organs in the body, causing the blood to flow back as much as possible. Cheon-yo-woon groaned, Hey, you crazy? I thought I was dying. As he collapsed, voices cried out, Is he dying? Hang So-yu fretted, If he dies because of the test, I will be responsible for everything. Guardians rushed to him. He may not be from the 6 clans, but we can't let a member of the leader's line die. Hey, kid, Nano reported, sensing dizziness caused by 7% blood loss. Activating self-healing mode for organ damage and blood loss. Cheon-yo-woon resisted. No, not yet. Wait a little more. This bastard, a guardian shouted. Are you okay? Hey, you could have just given up. Cheon-yo-woon thought, wait, as they marveled, this kid. How much Nigong does he have to be able to endure this much? Another gasped, what? He doesn't have any? This one is crazy. Realization hit. Since there were bad rumors about the 7th prince, I didn't expect much. I can't believe he passed the first test with only pure mental strength and sheer will. Orders came, yes, take him to the infirmary. As he was carried away, Cheon-yo-woon urged, heal me quickly. Nano. In the aftermath, Hang So-yu was stunned. What was? That kid who endured my energy wave like it was nothing. To think that he had severe injuries internally. Another guardian scolded. That was too much, 5th elder. You almost killed him. She stammered, by any chance, that child, does he only have a bit of Nigong? The response was firm, he kept his oath. He has none at all. I gave him a little stimulation but he has no Nigong at all. Hang So-yu was incredulous, how is that possible? He had very serious injuries. How could he have endured my energy wave without any Nigong? If he had no Nigong, he would have fainted like those other kids. Another confirmed, he endured it all with just his will. It's sheer will that's enough to be scary. She mused, if he weren't an illegitimate child, I would have liked to raise him as a student. The guardians bickered. This is fun. The right guardian, Siab Meng, laughed. It's none of your business. Just go to a corner and drink all you want. The left guardian snapped. Red hair, I was going to even if you hadn't told me. Get lost, you drunk bastard. Siab Meng retorted. A guy who would be dead if he wasn't a guardian seems to be good at messing around. Tensions flared. You seem to speak well even with a mouth full of alcohol. That day, like you said, if you weren't a guardian, you would have been dead. The air crackled with energy. This, intense energy. The right and left guardians, a cadet thought, trembling. Siab Meng relented. Fine. I'm leaving, you little bitch. As he walked away, he muttered, look at them, sprawled on the ground with only that kind of energy wave. Compared to them, kids these days don't have any grit. I really like that kid. Cheon-yo-woon. In the Demonic Academy's infirmary, the chaos of the first test lingered. The door slammed open as guardians rushed in. Patient. Dr. Beck. There is a patient. They shouted. Dr. Beck Jong-myung, a man known for his obsession with medical practice, looked up. Patient? He asked, then grinned. To think that there would be a patient on the first day, as expected, the Demonic Academy is the best. He muttered. I heard that he was Beck Jong-woo's student but it seems he's crazy about medical practice. Snapping to attention, he said, this isn't the time to be like this. Cheon-yo-woon was brought in, bloodied and pale. What? Did he get stabbed in the stomach? Beck Jong-myung asked, shocked. No, he's wounded internally, a guardian clarified. How hard can a test be for a person to be in this kind of condition? The doctor muttered. He doesn't have any Nigong so the left guardian has asked that you take special care of him. Beck Jong-myung nodded. I've seen many cases in the 10 years I have been my teacher's student, but this is the first time I've seen so much blood from an internal injury. The guardians left, saying, anyway, since we have dropped him off at the infirmary, we will be on our way. Beck Jong-myung called after them. All right. That kid, It seems like his complexion looks a lot better than before, he thought, scratching his head. Ah, it's nothing. Am I mistaken? Qian Yo Woon, barely conscious, thought, damn. I completely forgot about the infirmary and almost healed all the internal damage. It still hurts a lot, but I have to endure it until the doctor is done. Baek Jong-myung examined him, but still, this is very weird. I guess I'll have to start off with some acupuncture. The pulse is clearly irregular and fast, so he must have taken a lot of damage. Even if you bite your tongue, you don't bleed this much. Suddenly, the right guardian, Seob Meng, burst in. Gosh, that scared me. Right guardian? Baek Jong-myung exclaimed. Oh, why are you here? Seob Meng grinned. Wow, Tilda, the little guy who clung to his teacher like a coward, came up to become the academy's doctor. You're succeeding. You've succeeded. Baek Jong-myung bristled. That annoying tone like always. What brings you here to the infirmary? He asked, suspicious. I'm sure that as the right guardian, you weren't injured anywhere. Seob Meng teased. Oh ho. It seems like you don't like me being here. I can never figure him out. Spotting Qian Yo Woon, he said, oh, look at this. Isn't he such an interesting kid? Qian Yo Woon's heart raced. Why is that person here in the infirmary? Could he have figured out that I'm pretending to have internal damage? He thought, catching the scent of alcohol. Damn it, the smell of alcohol. Seob Meng loomed over him. Why are you pretending to be asleep? With a surge of Nigong, he lifted Qian Yo Woon without touching him. He raised a person up without even touching them. Qian Yo Woon realized, stunned. This is the right guardian of the school. Did he sit me up using Nigong? I can't move my body since it's not fixed yet. Seob Meng warned, if you keep pretending to sleep, I'm going to hit you. Qian Yo Woon cursed internally, damn, in your face. I got caught. How did you know? He asked. Seob Meng laughed. Ha. Ha ha ha. How dare you be so bold, let alone embarrassed, in front of a guardian. Any experienced warrior can tell if you're asleep or not based on the sound of your breathing, kid. He explained, the average breathing count for a 15 to 20-year-old human male is about 12 to 20 per minute. However, earlier, your breathing was around 8 times a minute, making it very unnatural. Qian Yo Woon blinked. He knew from the sound of my breathing? Seob Meng grinned. You're pretty good. I don't think kids these days have guts like you do. Kids these days don't have any endurance. I'm saying that you have the will that the others don't. Baek Jong-myung interrupted. Right guardian. The patient isn't in a good condition, so I think it would be best for him to receive treatment first. Qian Yo Woon groaned. Oomph. Seob Meng snapped. Wait. An adult is talking right now. Releasing his Nigong, he caused Qian Yo Woon to wince. Ow. Gosh, my neck. Seob Meng got to the point. I'll get to the point. Kid. I want to take you in as my student. Qian Yo Woon was stunned. What are you saying? Seob Meng repeated. What do you mean? I'm talking about taking you in as a student. Is there anyone who doesn't know you? Qian Yo Woon hesitated. Won't the 6 clans hate that you're taking me in as a student? Seob Meng laughed. Do you not know who I am? Ha ha ha, that's funny. Well, what can they do about it? Also, they'll still have to compete with each other, with or without you. Qian Yo Woon's mind raced. It's a great opportunity for me, but what if it's a trap? So this is the infamous 7th prince. I knew that they were going to play tricks this time at the Demonic Academy. I don't know what to say because of how sudden this offer is, Baek Jong-myung muttered, but to make him lose so much blood, that's too much. Qian Yo Woon thought, I'll also have a teacher in the academy. This kid has a lot of doubts. Seob Meng's tone shifted. Fine. Shit. If you act like that, it's going to seem like I'm begging you to become my student. Well, it's to be expected if he lived that kind of life. He pulled out a paper. If you are still unconvinced, I will offer you something you can't turn down. What is this paper? It's what you need the most to survive here in the Demonic Academy. He pressed. You're stuck in the infirmary as soon as you got to the academy. Are you not worried at all about falling behind? Even though you were able to pass the first test with sheer will, do you think someone without Nigong like you can pass the second test? Seob Meng pressed. Anyone who wants to become a warrior needs to think a step ahead of others. Are you planning on staying in the infirmary for 2 weeks and getting pushed behind from the start? While you're stuck in this place, the others will certainly move forward a lot. I can't deny that. but I'll have to stay here for a bit to avoid suspicion. Siab Meng leaned in. Do you know why that red-headed bastard sent you here? Of course, if you get hurt, you should be sent to the infirmary. But isn't it weird? There were many other kids that were damaged internally, but why didn't he send them here? Qian Yo Woon's eyes widened. Realization hit. Most people of Murom can heal internal damage through meditation. Of course, it would be faster if they were treated by a doctor or medicine. So you mean, Qian Yo Woon asked. Right, Siab Meng confirmed. The other kids were able to heal themselves at least a little bit, so that's why I'm alone here in the infirmary. So there was no reason to send them here. Because I wasn't able to heal myself, he groaned. Should I wrap this up now? A kid that can't even meditate to heal. Siab Meng nodded. The rest is as the right guardian says. Do you think someone like that can cure internal damage in a short amount of time? Qian Yo Woon thought, as expected. If I want to go on to the next stage, I'll need Nigong. Because I have Nano, it's possible. A spark of hope flared. I heard that if I passed the first test, I would get the medicine ball, and access to the first floor of the Academy's library. Siab Meng smirked. It seems like the redhead forgot to mention something important. The Academy's library isn't a place where one can enter and leave as they want. You can only enter it once after you pass a test. Qian Yo Woon gasped. What? Siab Meng continued. Did you think that you were free to explore all of the important books in there? That place is very secure. Also, you can only stay on the first floor for 2 hours. Qian Yo Woon's frustration grew. There's a limit, too. After crossing one mountain, there's another one. You get more time as you move higher up, Siab Meng added. Additionally, you are not allowed to write any content down. You need to memorize everything before you go. Memorizing 2 books itself is considered a lot. Qian Yo Woon's eyes lit up. Doesn't this give me a huge advantage? With Nano's scanning skills, I could probably scan not 1 or 2, but hundreds of books, he realized. 4 years at this rough demonic academy will really test your limits. Siab Meng's words struck a chord. Is he saying I'm different from the other guys? I mean, most of the others who entered the academy were trained in their clan's martial arts. I don't have either martial arts or Nigong. In order to survive the threat of the 6 clans. Qian Yo Woon eyed the paper by his head. Is it the breath of Nigong? Siab Meng laughed. Haha. So you're not that dumb. You're right. That's the breath of Nigong. If you become my student, I'll teach you the breath of Nigong right away. Doubt lingered. I don't know if this person really wants me as a student, but I have to get at least one person on my side. What I couldn't learn because of the oath with the 6 clans. This is my chance to learn the breath of Nigong. Determination set in. I accept the right guardian as my teacher. Please take me as your student. Siab Meng's eyes gleamed. A student must bow to his teacher twice. Qian Yo Woon complied, trembling with effort. Get up. The blood of Qian should not bow to anyone other than the Lord himself. Siab Meng softened. Ahem. You're going to have to rest today. Student. I mean, until I come back, memorize and learn the points of the breath of Nigong. I'll be leaving now. Henchman, take good care of my student. He left with a grin, leaving Baekjong Myung shaking his head. He's leaving with a grin on his face. The doctor checked Qian Yo Woon. Are you okay? Qian Yo Woon nodded. Yes, wincing. Ouch. It was chaotic as if a storm had passed by. That hurts, but his bad breath is like always. Baekjong Myung smiled. He must have liked you a lot. That drunkard. No, congratulations on becoming the right guardian student. He added, because of your internal damage, you had a pale complexion and a hard time. I'll be back with the acupuncture tools, so please bear with me. Qian Yo Woon thanked him. Thank you. As the doctor left, he reflected, okay. With Nano and the right guardian, I've been given so many opportunities. Mother, Guard Zhang, in the midst of the enemies here at the academy, there's someone on my side for once. At the Demonic Academy's practice field, the results of the first test were reported. Left Guardian, I will report the results of the first test. Including Cadet 7 who was taken to the infirmary, the total number of people who passed is 415, Senior Martial Artist Ho Jin Chong announced. That is 200 less than the first test from 10 years ago. Complaints erupted. Why am I expelled for having bubbles come out of my mouth? A cadet protested. As expected, Elder Hang's energy waves were too much, Ho Jin Chong noted. The ones who failed probably find it unfair. Another cadet shouted, "No! I didn't pass out. This isn't fair." Ho Jin Chong was unmoved. "Do you not understand? Do you think you guys would be able to live your whole life in service or farming? How am I supposed to live a life like that?" a cadet cried. "It seems like you can't accept the results." "Then there's no other choice," Ho Jin Chong declared. "That's right. Kick the rebelling ones out of the demonic academy." A swift kick sent a cadet sprawling. "The ones out front all have great skills. The ones who were expelled won't be able to go against them." Another added, "Because they're being stubborn, they won't be able to learn anything from this." A voice whispered, "If it were me, I'd say it's unfair too." It was because of Cadet 7 that the intensity of the first test was raised. First, they don't have luck or skills, but it's also their fate, Ho Jin Chong concluded. Amongst the ones who passed the first test, there is a good amount of exceptional kids. "Do you think so too?" he asked. "Most of them have internal damage and are in meditation," a guardian replied. "Well, the candidates of the 6 clans. 8 of the ones in the upper clans seem to have easily made it through. They were already at a different level than the other cadets. To withstand Elder Hang's energy waves, one needed immense Nigong. In order to not take any damage from Elder Hang's energy waves, one would need at least hundreds of years to gather Nigong. They are beyond the levels of other candidates." 2 names stood out. Number 1 Dark Clan's Cheon Mu Yian, Number 5 Blade Clan's Cheon Yu Chan. These 2 endured the energy waves without moving. A guardian mused, "As I thought. Rumor has it that the battle will be contested by the Dark Clan and the Blade Clan." "I congratulate you on passing the first test," the instructor announced, his tone commanding attention. "You will be given a bronze medal to represent the lower ranks of this academy. For the next 4 years, you will be trained as a cadet of the Demonic Academy. Here at the Demonic Academy, you are not allowed to answer with yes and no. Mado is the only answer. Anything other than that is akin to asking to repeat an order. Do you understand, Mado?" The cadets responded in unison, their voices sharp and disciplined. "Then, let's start organizing into groups," the instructor continued, setting the stage for the grueling journey ahead. Meanwhile, in the academy's infirmary, a young cadet named Cheon Yo Woon lay recovering, his mind racing with concerns. A doctor, Baek Jong Myung, prepared for treatment. "There we go, Tilda. Now that I'm done preparing, shall we get started with the treatment?" he said, his voice light but professional. Cheon Yo Woon hesitated. Doctor, it's Baek Jong Myung," the doctor corrected with a slight smirk. "Rather than just calling me doctor, you should include my last name." "Ah, then, Dr. Baek, is my condition that bad?" Cheon Yo Woon asked, worry creeping into his voice. "Gosh, I'm sorry to say this to a cadet of the Demonic Academy, huh? But it'll take at least 11 to 15 days for you to participate in the tests," Baek Jong Myung replied, his tone apologetic yet firm. "What?" Cheon Yo Woon exclaimed, his mind spiraling. "What do I do? If Nano were to start the self-recovery mode, then the treatment would be over instantly. But if I heal too quickly, they'll get suspicious. But if I get the normal treatment, then I will fall behind in training." He paused, reflecting. "Besides, I don't know anything following the first test since I was taken to the infirmary. Don't be too disappointed," Baek Jong Myung said, trying to lift his spirits. "If you were to be treated by an ordinary doctor, it would take months. It'll be a lot shorter because I'm Baek Jong Woo's student. This might not help, but thank you. I'll make sure to repay you in the future," Cheon Yo Woon replied, his voice tinged with gratitude despite his frustration. "But it will still take a lot of time, alongside training." Baek Jong Myung, sensing the cadet's unease, added, "I'll pretend that I don't know you're learning martial arts from the right guardian. It's fine, I don't expect much anyway. Now, since we will be doing acupuncture, you're going to have to take off your clothes," the doctor instructed. As the treatment began, Nano, the advanced system within Cheon Yo Woon, detected a threat. Sensing an attempt to damage the user's body with a sharp iron needle, it warned. "Stop that, Nano. The doctor is doing this for treatment," Cheon Yo Woon commanded internally. "Do you not know how to differentiate between an attack and treatment?" Nano retorted before complying. "Deactivating self-defense mode as commanded by the user." "I survived," Cheon Yo Woon muttered, relieved. If you do not tell me in advance about something being a treatment, I will consider any damage to your body as an attack. I understand. All right. From now on, don't react to things that I accept willingly, he instructed Nano. As the acupuncture progressed, Qian Yo-woon noticed a change. My stomach is starting to hurt less, he remarked. Nano chimed in, retrieving the information contained in the system's built-in acupuncture diagram. The spots that the acupuncture needles are in are down the chest, under your heart, and on your arm. 6 of the exact spots are spots that enhance regeneration in the stomach area. Oh. Nano, I was able to understand easier with the information you transferred, Qian Yo-woon said, impressed. But he quickly grew self-conscious under the doctor's gaze. I'm getting embarrassed from you staring. Take a nap while the acupuncture gets into effect, Baek Jong-myung suggested. Was what I said, but I couldn't sleep with Nano explaining everything, Qian Yo-woon thought as the treatment continued. Toes. Ah, all right. Under the knee. He pondered his situation. Nano, if you could treat my internal injuries, this treatment would go faster, right? But if I get healed too quickly, they'll get suspicious. Can you heal me but make it look like I'm still wounded? After your treatment is completed with self-recovery, it is possible to randomly alter your pulse to appear as if there is organ damage, Nano responded. I only asked just in case, but I'm glad it's possible, Qian Yo-woon said, a plan forming. If I can fool Dr. Beck for like 2 weeks, this will be my chance to learn Nigong from the right guardian. All right, then heal me now and fool Dr. Beck when he comes to check on me. I understand, Master. Starting self-recovery mode as commanded by the user, Nano confirmed. Back at the training grounds, the instructor's voice boomed. Cadets, attention! Get in line! Mado! The cadets shouted, snapping into formation. I'm going to explain your next test, the instructor continued. Until the 3rd test, all cadets will take the test at the same time. To take the 2nd test and become a mid-level warrior, you must be familiar with basic tactics and strategies. The time you all have is only *20 days. Only 20 days, a cadet muttered, panic rising. That's too short. Will I be able to memorize all the tactics and strategies? Are you curious as to why there are 20 groups? The instructor asked, his tone sharp. That's because in 3 weeks, only 10 groups will be able to move on to the next stage. So you're saying that half of the cadets will be expelled? Another cadet gasped. Damn it. We don't have any top cadets in our group. One whispered, despair setting in. The 6 clans will probably have an advantage. This is the first and last test that requires you to work together, the instructor added. So if you want to compete amongst yourselves in a group, you can just fail together. He's still a man that's good at demoralizing. That concludes today's schedule, the instructor said. Starting tomorrow, you will be taught by the staff standing in front of you. You may return to your assigned dorms and rest. They'll be teaching you tactics and techniques very kindly, he added with a smirk. Kindly, a cadet whispered skeptically. Weren't they the ones who beat up the rebellious cadets? You're now dismissed. The instructor bellowed. Dismissed. The cadets echoed, scattering to their dorms. Later, at the Demonic Academy's dorms, Cadet 3, Cheon Mu-kum from the Spring Clan, lingered behind. Group 8 Instructor I.M. Pyong, Cadet 3. Why are you still here? The instructor asked. I have a question to ask you, Instructor, Cheon Mu-kum replied. I'm sure you know that I can't answer questions related to training, right? I.M. Pyong said, eyeing him. Yes, I know, Cheon Mu-kum acknowledged. I'm pretty sure I'll be the leader of Group 8. The selection for team leaders is supposed to take place tomorrow, and I.M. Pyong prompted. But the 6 clans, as always, have found the rules ridiculous, Cheon Mu-kum continued. With one person missing from a group test, Cadet 7 who was assigned to our group is in the infirmary. I don't want our whole group to fail. Oh, and I.M. Pyong pressed, intrigued. Because he didn't attend the ceremony today, he won't know anything, so I want to let Cadet 7 know what we heard today, Cheon Mu-kum explained. Ha ha ha. You low-born bastard. You're in the same group as me, he sneered internally, his disdain clear. Your luck ends here. I'll go to the infirmary myself to mess with your limbs. Good idea, I.M. Pyong said aloud, his tone approving. It seems like you understand the basics, so I compliment you on your first day. The main building is off limits to cadets except under special circumstances. I didn't think that I wouldn't be able to get into the main building. Damn it. Why are so many things going wrong? Cheon Mu Kum fumed silently. I will take your advice, and as the instructor of your group, I'll go to the main building to deliver the information to Cadet 7. I am Pyong declared. What? Cheon Mu Kum exclaimed, caught off guard. Instructor, you don't have to do that. I can go myself. I'm the candidate from the Spring Clan, but I can't even use that here. There's no other way, he thought, frustrated. I understand. Then I ask this as a favor, instructor. All right, now go ahead to your dorm, I am Pyong ordered. Instructor, Cheon Mu Kum called out again. Is there something else you want to say? I am Pyong asked. Then could you at least let me know about when Cadet 7 will start joining us? Cheon Mu Kum inquired. There's no problem with that. Since it's too late today, I'll tell you tomorrow, I am Pyong replied. Yes, thank you, Cheon Mu Kum said, his mind already scheming. Now that it has come to this, I'll have to wait until he returns to our dorm. Hurry and get better, you lowly bastard. I'll make you feel pain enough for you to want death. In the Demonic Academy's main building, Instructor I am Pyong visited the infirmary. 14 days? He asked, concerned. The internal damage is so severe that he will have to stay for at least 14 days, Dr. Baek Jong-myung confirmed. Sigh. If he stays here for that long, it's going to be hard for him to get to the top level. I am Pyong lamented. Is there nothing to make it go faster? He pressed. Yes, that's what I'm asking. If only he had Naigong, and since he doesn't, there's no other option but to take a long time, Baek Jong-myung explained. I can't believe he will have to be hospitalized for 2 weeks. I am Pyong said, frustrated. May I speak to Cadet 7? I have a lot to tell him, but Cadet 7 has none at all. The second test is in only 3 weeks. I don't want my group to be eliminated just because of this one guy, he added, his tone heavy with concern. He's sleeping right now, so that'll be hard to do. Should I wake him up? Baek Jong-myung offered. No. I'll come back tomorrow, I am Pyong decided. He'll be here tomorrow anyway. He only barely managed to pass the first test. This must be the end of his luck, he muttered as he left. Ha ha ha. Student, your teacher is here, the right guardian announced, hiccuping. Teacher? Cheon Yo Woon stammered, startled by the smell. The smell of alcohol. Are you not going to greet me? The right guardian demanded, swaying slightly. Good. Your student greets his teacher good morning, Cheon Yo Woon said, bowing respectfully. Have you finished the homework I gave you yesterday? The right guardian asked. What? Perhaps, are you talking about the breath of Naigong? Cheon Yo Woon ventured. That's right. I told you to memorize it all before I come back, the right guardian confirmed. I was taken to the infirmary and treated just yesterday, Cheon Yo Woon explained, a hint of nervousness in his voice. He must be very short-tempered, he thought. I'm glad I was treated by Nano beforehand, of course. I memorized it. He memorized all of it while he was sick, the right guardian wondered, surprised. I only said that to provoke him, he thought. All right. Good job for doing the homework your teacher gave you, the right guardian said, impressed. But teacher, don't you think you came too early? Why? Are you tired? The right guardian teased. I can only teach you for 2 weeks. Now, I'll tell you this because you have to know anyway, the right guardian continued. I can come to see you while you're in this infirmary. I hadn't thought that far ahead. You were hospitalized the moment you came here, so how would you have known? I have to work as a main teacher during the day anyway, in the Demonic Academy. It is prohibited to receive training from people from outside. But once you go to your dorm, I won't be able to contact you. I'll only be able to come this early, or people will get suspicious. If I get caught, the problem will only get bigger, the right guardian added. I thought he would be stubborn, but he's been paying a lot of attention. Thank you for your consideration, Cheon Yo Woon said. All right then. Since we don't have time, let's get started, he declared. What? Right now? He asked, surprised. Did you not hear your teacher say that we don't have a lot of time? The right guardian snapped. Turn around and sit on the ground, he instructed. I understand. Cheon Yo Woon complied, though he thought, I wish he would explain why he's doing this. It's a good thing you memorized my breathing of 1,000 marshals, the right guardian said. What are you going to do? Because we don't have much time, I'll stuff the flow into you, he explained. Stuff it in? What do you mean? Cheon Yo Woon asked, confused. My teacher. No, it's a sophisticated way your great-grandfather created. There's no need to feel the chi. Your teacher will do everything for you, the right guardian assured him. Teacher, Qian Yo Woon began, but was cut off. Clench your jaw. If you scream and the guards come, this will be the end. The right guardian warned. Qian Yo Woon gritted his teeth as Nano alerted. Intangible energy has been inserted into the user's blood. Starting an analysis based on the built-in data. Found energy is assumed to be chi or chakra. Proceeding to analyze the effect on the user's body. I know that teacher's strong Nigong is forcing my veins to open. Qian Yo Woon thought, enduring the pain. This kid. Did he really not learn anything? The right guardian wondered, amazed. But it's too much. I can't believe that there are no blockage or obstacles in his circulation. His muscles also look like they have been training. As far as I know, I'm sure he wasn't learning any martial arts, he mused. Could it be the Lord? From his 7 wives, I guess he had only cared about Lady Hua, ha ha ha. Anyway, it turned out great. So maybe he cared for this child secretly. With him like this, it should only take 7 days to create a good amount of Nigong. At the same time, in the demonic academy dorms, chaos erupted. Prince, get a hold of yourself. Prince, a loyal clan member shouted. You jerk! Who do you think you are? Another yelled. Goodness, Prince, do you think you'll be safe after attacking Qian Jongsum of the Poison Clan? They cried. Does it matter who I am, or who he is? Cadet 18, Baek Gi, retorted coldly. The demonic academy is based only on strength. Now that I've won, I'll be in charge of Group 12. The right guardian checked on Qian Yo Woon's progress. Who? Have you memorized the flow? He asked. Ha, I remember it clearly. Qian Yo Woon replied, exhausted but determined. Ha ha ha. It must have been pretty painful during this first trial, the right guardian said. But it's the best method to teach those like you who have no Nigong. Your goal is 7 days. You need to get enough Nigong during that time. Do you understand? He pressed. Seeing how tired he is, he must have used a lot of Nigong too, Qian Yo Woon thought. I should be able to endure at least this much. I will succeed as much as you care about me. It seems you can say some commendable things. Ha ha, the right guardian laughed. That ends today's training. Don't forget the breathing method and the flow. You have to make sure you know it. I'll leave you be now. Take care of yourself. Thank you, teacher, Qian Yo Woon called after him. Surely I'll be able to build up Nigong in a week. At the Demonic Academy practice field, the instructors observed the cadets. As expected, those kids have become the leaders of their groups, one noted. There are also a lot of kids whose faces are a mess after last night. The reason why the instructors weren't at the dorms on the first day was to get the students to fight each other and establish ranks themselves. Group 12 should have the candidate from Poison Clan leading it, another remarked. But Cadet 18 is the leader? Looking at them, I can see that they had a brutal fight, the first instructor said. To dare attack a prince possessing a black name tag. He's not only skilled but also has guts. We should start the cadet training. Attention, everyone, the head instructor shouted. For 7 days, starting today, every morning, in the auditorium on your right, you will learn the basic tactics and strategies. Do you understand? The instructor continued. Then in the afternoon following lunch, you will train here at the practice field. Let's move on to the auditorium, the instructor ordered. Group 1, move forward. Move forward. The cadets echoed, marching in formation. But tension simmered among them. You stupid bastard. How could you fall in ranks like that? One cadet sneered at Qian Mu Kum. As expected, the Poison Clan is nothing without poison, isn't it? You're over there going lower than the lower clans, another taunted. Damn you. That bastard. I think he's Baek Gi from a top clan, Qian Mu Kum fumed. You bastard. You have insulted me. Have fun playing that stupid leader game by yourself. I'll make you regret being in the same group as me. Later, at the dorms, Instructor Im Pyong addressed Qian Mu Kum. Cadet 3, your performance during the formation training was quite satisfactory. I'm flattered, Qian Mu Kum replied. By the way, Cadet 7, he has to stay in the infirmary for 2 weeks. Did you say? 2 weeks? Qian Mu Kum asked, dismayed. Even if he memorizes the theory, practice will be a problem. Sigh, that's what the doctor said, Im Pyong confirmed. I wonder if someone without Nigong like him will be able to catch up. Anyway, I'll go to Cadet 7 again today. It's your free time for now. Do your best whether you're training or just reviewing. Mado. Cheon Mu Kum responded, but his thoughts were dark. Cheon Mu Kum. Shush. Be quiet, a loyal clan member, Ya Yun, whispered. It'll only make it harder for us if you poke at that filthy temper. Damn it. How can he be in the infirmary for 2 weeks? Cheon Mu Kum raged. If it's what the doctor said, it wouldn't be a lie. Not a lie. It's obvious that the bastard is just pretending to be injured, he spat. That damned bastard with his filthy bloodline, just thinking of him lying there comfortably makes my teeth grind. Prince, please calm down, Ya Yun urged. Rather than getting angry for no reason, how about doing this? 4 days later, Dr. Baek Jong Myung sat bored in the infirmary. It's been 5 days and I still don't have any patients, he muttered. I'm dying of boredom. Cheon Yo Woon, surely that kid wouldn't be my last patient. Suddenly, the door burst open. Louis, what happened? Baek Jong Myung exclaimed. Instructor I.M. Pyong? Darn. My cadet got hurt while training with real swords, I.M. Pyong explained, carrying an injured cadet. I didn't pull out the sword in case it makes things worse, and just brought him here. First, move him to that bed, please. Baek Jong Myung directed. To think that the treatment is almost done. As expected from the student of the best. It's all because you didn't pull out the sword. This kid, how is his condition? I.M. Pyong asked. Fortunately, he didn't injure any of his vitals. He's very lucky, Baek Jong Myung replied. Haha, it seems you were worried for no reason, he added. But it appears that you do show concern for your students, Baek Jong Myung noted. Until the second test, they're my responsibility, I.M. Pyong said. But 2 of them are already in the infirmary. I have stitched it, but it seems like the wound is deep, so he'll need to be hospitalized. Hospitalized? Not as long as Cadet 7. Just 3 days should be enough, Baek Jong Myung assured. For now, I'll be back after the afternoon training is over. Please take care of Cadet 23, I.M. Pyong said, leaving. Damn it. I can't believe this happened as soon as they started training with real swords. It's going to be hard to avoid writing apologies, he muttered as he exited. In the infirmary, a sinister plan unfolded. Should I start by making sure he can't walk? A figure whispered. I'm only doing this to survive. Don't blame me. A cry rang out, followed by confusion. Did I faint? Cadet 23, Heo Bong, gasped, waking up to find himself restrained. But why? He stammered, panic rising. What? Who did this? I did, Cheon Yo Woon replied calmly. Baldy, Heo Bong muttered, shocked. How did you? Heo Bong demanded. What do you mean, how? While you were passed out, I just tied you up and put you on the bed, Cheon Yo Woon explained. Shit, how did I even faint? Heo Bong cursed. But before that, isn't he supposed to have extreme internal damage? He seems perfectly fine. And what is he saying? Bald. I'm bald. I can't feel it. I can't feel the smooth texture of my hair. It can't be. No, Heo Bong wailed, thrashing. How am I bald? Shut up, Cheon Yo Woon snapped. He fainted again? Heo Bong struggled as he came to, gagged and bound. What are you even trying to say with a gag in your mouth? Cheon Yo Woon asked. Have you calmed down now, this jerk? I thought he was just naive when I first saw him at the entrance ceremony. But I can't believe this is what he's actually like. Who exactly is he? Heo Bong thought, fear creeping in. You see, how do you think I've survived this long? Cheon Yo Woon said, his voice cold. An attempt at assassination every once in a while, bastards like you who would try to poison me. I know you were fooling around with this earlier, but do you know how much it would hurt if you got stabbed? He continued, holding up a weapon. Now, you can talk. Who made you do this? This sabotage, Cheon Yo Woon demanded. Is that all right? Talk, Cheon Yo Woon pressed. What are you saying? I don't know what you're talking about. What? Cheon Yo Woon said, unimpressed. If you stab me in this infirmary, don't you think you'll get blamed? Don't you know? The rules regarding training and duels at the Demonic Academy. Students cannot hurt others outside of those. As expected. You're not going to tell me so easily, Cheon Yo Woon said. Obviously. Even if you tortured me, I wouldn't open my mouth and tell you. Ha ha ha. What does he think he can do? Heo Bong thought, smirking inwardly. He probably didn't expect me to be this tough. All right. Qian Yo Woon said, his tone shifting. What? So we'll just have to see if you open your mouth or not. Wait there. There weren't many things where I used to live, but there are so many things here. Those needles? What? What is he going to do with those? Heo Bong thought, panic rising. He. Are you scared? Your hands are suddenly clenched, Qian Yo Woon taunted. This jerk. How can someone with no martial arts training be this strong? Why is he trying to open my hand? What is he going to do? This is going to hurt a little, Qian Yo Woon warned. Ah! Heo Bong screamed. Stop overreacting. Please stop. Heo Bong begged. You said you wouldn't open your mouth even with torture, Qian Yo Woon said, unrelenting. So just think of this as revenge. Does it hurt a lot? Qian Yo Woon asked as Heo Bong trembled. You fainted twice. Now, should we do your other hand? Do you finally feel like talking now? Qian Yo Woon pressed. You should have done that at the beginning. This guy is crazy. Heo Bong thought, breaking. I would have died or gone crazy after enduring that. I should just tell him now. It was Qian Mu Jiam, wasn't it? How did you know? Heo Bong gasped. You're curious as to how I know, Qian Yo Woon replied. Thanks to the consideration of the great Qian Mu Jiam. I know in great detail what group I'm in and who else is in the group. Our instructor comes every day to give me lessons. I already guessed it, but I wanted to hear from your own mouth. Cadet 23. Heo Bong, Qian Yo Woon said, his voice icy. Who? Said this guy was nothing. No, he's a monster, Heo Bong thought, terrified. He's hiding his strength and acting like he doesn't have any. I can't even imagine how he will be once he gets stronger. Well, I got some good information thanks to you, but I need to go sleep, so let's end it here, Qian Yo Woon said. What happened earlier? I won't tell anyone what happened. Please? Take your anger out on me, Heo Bong pleaded. Jam Hyul. Heo Bong gasped, realizing Qian Yo Woon had used a technique to neutralize him by targeting a blood point. I thought, he had no Nigong. Can this bastard is fooling everyone? The next day, the Right Guardian was stunned by Qian Yo Woon's progress. I didn't expect the kid to learn it so quickly, he thought. How can this be? In just 5 days, he was able to acquire Nigong. This kid, it would normally take at least 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a month. He surpassed my expectations. This guy is a real one. I was originally planning on helping you acquire Nigong in about 2 weeks, and then teaching you basic techniques and breathing methods. I'll have to change my plan. Hello, teacher. Your student, Qian Yo Woon, sends a morning greeting to his teacher. Qian Yo Woon greeted energetically. Yes, my student, the Right Guardian replied. Where did you put it? I have it under my bed, Qian Yo Woon said. Bring it here, the Right Guardian instructed. Yes, sir, Qian Yo Woon complied. Black Dragon Ball. Made by the Demonic Academy with medicinal herbs, it is the medicinal ball that is given to the students that pass the first test. If absorbed properly, it allows one to acquire 20 years worth of Nigong after consumption. However, after it's consumed, the body becomes resistant, so the effect is less effective in a second dose. It still has a nasty smell, the Right Guardian remarked. If this kid takes this, he should be able to get a maximum of 20 years of Nigong. Then he should be able to take care of himself. But, student. Who is the kid over there? He asked, noticing Heo Bong. Ah, he came after me after Dr. Beck left, Qian Yo Woon explained. Oh, did you do something to his blood point? The Right Guardian asked, noting Heo Bong's unconscious state. I heard that since yesterday, the 5th day since we've entered the academy, training was done with real swords. I think he was stabbed by a real sword on a purpose. In order to get close to me. How dare he do such a thing in the infirmary of the Demonic Academy? The Right Guardian said, incredulous. Doesn't he know that he can be kicked out if he's discovered? It seems he has the guts to not be afraid of it, Qian Yo Woon replied. This could mean that someone ordered him to do this, or, by your reaction, it seems you already know who, the Right Guardian observed. The bastard from Loyal Clan who is in the same group as me, Qian Yo Woon revealed. Ha! Loyal Clan, the Right Guardian scoffed. Well, I've never seen any good bastards from that clan. It's a tough family that has a lot of troublemakers. It seems like you have a pretty tough life. It's because he said it like that. Qian Yo Woon thought. but I guess he can't say anything against them. It's all right. I'm used to it, he said aloud. That it makes it sad, the right guardian said, his tone softening. If you poke his blood point with less than a year's worth of Nigong, it wears off after only a couple hours. It would take at least 10 years of Nigong to do it properly. Do you understand? I'll keep that in mind. Qian Yo Woon replied. Now, you can consume the Black Dragon Ball, the right guardian instructed. Ugh, this putrid smell. Qian Yo Woon grimaced. Chewing and then swallowing makes the absorption of the medicine more effective, the right guardian advised. I already know it's going to be bitter, Qian Yo Woon muttered. It's so bitter and it smells so bad. The bitter taste is just paralyzing my tongue and making me want to throw up. If you've swallowed it, start using your breathing techniques, the right guardian said. Now, this teacher of yours will help you absorb the medicine well. Yes, sir, Qian Yo Woon said, focusing. Let's start. Yes, please take care of me, teacher, he added. The right guardian grunted, guiding him. Nano chimed in. A substance that aids in energy activity has been introduced to your body. It is reproducing and reacting to the energy that flows within your body. Will you accept this absorption by promoting a quicker cycle? I don't know what you're saying, but I guess you want to help the absorption? I'll accept, Qian Yo Woon responded. Stimulating the metabolism of the body, Nano confirmed. How can this be? The right guardian exclaimed internally. This kid, was he born with the body of a war god? It's almost like it's absorbing all of the medicine and amplifying it. He should only be absorbing up to 80% of it. I was nervous about this for no reason. How is it? The feeling of Nigong, he asked aloud. You did well. I'm pretty sweaty this time too, Qian Yo Woon said, laughing. You were able to acquire 30 years, that's just a rough estimate. The amount of Nigong. What? 30 years? Qian Yo Woon exclaimed, shocked. The other students will be absorbing the medicine on their own, so they might not even be able to absorb half of it, the right guardian explained. It's all because of you, teacher. Ha ha, you're just very lucky, the right guardian said. This wouldn't have been possible without your help. Then my luck must be you, Nano. Thank you, Qian Yo Woon thought, grateful. I am programmed to help you, Master, Nano replied. It's already this late, the right guardian said. I'll have to head back. Teacher, starting tomorrow, can you teach me your blade skill formation? Qian Yo Woon asked eagerly. Of course I can, the right guardian agreed. You won't have a lot of time on your hands, so just be ready. Yes, teacher, Qian Yo Woon said, his determination burning. Elsewhere, Qian Mu Kum and Ya Yun schemed. It seems like you're in a good mood, Ya Yun said. This is all thanks to you, Ya Yun, Qian Mu Kum replied, smirking. By now, that bastard. He must be struggling a lot since his limbs are broken. I have been wanting for him to get on the floor and crawl like a bug. It even makes my skin itch. Laughter erupted as Qian Mu Jiam, the Spring Clan heir, mocked Cadet 23, Heo Bong. Where did all your hair disappear to overnight? He roared, barely containing his amusement. Damn it, Heo Bong muttered, his face flushed with humiliation. I can't even yell at him because of the guy next to me. Shit. Ah. I laughed too much, Qian Mu Jiam said, wiping tears from his eyes. Ah, I'm tearing up. I'll cover you. It's too late. There has to be something that happened overnight. Whatever. Let's not pay attention to it. They said the Mado House's personal doctor should only focus on treatment, not questioning, Qian Mu Jiam noted, dismissing the incident as he turned his focus elsewhere. In the quarters, the air grew heavier as Qian Mu Jiam confronted Heo Bong about their failed plan. Shouldn't he have been expelled from the group? He demanded, his voice sharp. I was going to cut the 7th S tendons, but maybe due to his wounds being excessive. What? Ya Yun, a loyal clan member, interjected, confused. The doctor stood by him overnight, treating Qian Yo Woon without ever leaving, Heo Bong explained, his tone laced with irritation. Does the doctor not even sleep? Are you saying that even this is an excuse? Qian Mu Jiam growled. Prince, I moved at night just as you had ordered, but the doctor woke up as well. Heo Bong stammered. Qian Mu Jiam spat, his anger boiling over. You can't do one simple thing? How bright can a damn doctor's ear be? Piece of shit. Oh! Heo Bong flinched under the verbal assault. One moment, Prince, Ya Yun interceded. Do you perhaps know the name of the doctor in the clinic? Baek Jong Myung. Heo Bong replied hesitantly. Baek Jong Myung, huh? Ya Yun mused. Is what I heard. Is it a name you know? Cheon Mu Jium pressed. He is probably the disciple of Dr. Baek Jong Woo Nim, Ya Yun explained. Of Baek Jong Woo Nim? Isn't he the one who was part of the Poison clan but worked on medicine rather than poison, and then became the Lord's personal doctor? I heard that even though he's a doctor, he's ranked in the top 30 in the demonic cult. It's not certain, but if our doctor is that person's disciple, Ya Yun continued, trailing off. Damn it, then sending this bastard was a waste of effort. Cheon Mu Jium roared, slamming his fist. Damn bastard, he turned on Heo Bong. Don't even dream of receiving support for your clan. Hey, you're Heo Bong, right? Won't you do something for me? Cheon Mu Jium said, his tone deceptively calm. Don't worry, surely, you know I'm the heir of the Spring Clan, right? And if for some reason you do get expelled, I promise that I will definitely support your small clan. If you had kept your promise, Heo Bong snapped, his voice breaking. I would have told you the truth. Sure, keep hitting me like that. Heo Bong spat defiantly. Let's see if you can still do this when that guy arrives. Why are you wearing that bandana? Cheon Mu Jium mocked, noticing Heo Bong's attempt to cover his shaved head. Ha, geez, you're doing all sorts of things. Shit. Did you think I'd forgive you if you pretended to repent after shaving your head? He sneered. Heo Bong gasped as the others chimed in. We thought everything was fine for a bit. The quarters are becoming noisy again. I feel like shit. Let's go, Ya Yun, Cheon Mu Jium said, storming off. Yes, Prince, Ya Yun followed, leaving Heo Bong seething. Damn it, Cheon Mu Jium, Cheon Yo Woon. You can all go and die. Meanwhile, in the Maddo House Clinic, Dr. Baek Jong Myung addressed Cheon Yo Woon's progress. Martial arts? Can Dr. Baek use martial arts too? Not at all. I only learned medicine, he replied, brushing off the question. 7 days later, at 6 a.m. in the clinic, the Right Guardian marveled at Cheon Yo Woon's progress. As I thought, this guy is a genius, he thought. I only showed the butterfly shadow step a few times and fixed his posture these past few days. But his movements are stable and natural. He'll have no problem with operating formation. Next is movement. Thanks to Nano scanning teacher's posture, I can reenact it perfectly, Cheon Yo Woon thought, grateful but cautious. But that will make me suspicious. Phew. So just a bit slower. The grafting martial technique has 24 movements, the Right Guardian explained. 3 basic movements create 1 formation, making up to 8 formations. It took too much time to teach him the basics, so I couldn't teach him the connections. If I had 1 or 2 months more with him, he would have been able to learn everything completely. 1 week is too short, that's it, he said aloud. You memorized it well. You're flattering me, Cheon Yo Woon replied modestly. Here, the Right Guardian handed him a manual. It's the formation of the butterfly dance and Naigang operation technique. This teacher wants to teach it to you himself, but since today is the last day, if it's your brain and understanding, you'll be able to master the basics easily. Thank you. I won't fail you, Cheon Yo Woon vowed. I'll check when we meet again later, so don't laze around and memorize it properly, the Right Guardian warned. Try wielding it, he said, handing over a sword. This is my wild dance blade. It doesn't seem as heavy as I thought, Cheon Yo Woon remarked, testing its weight. The sword is really sharp. Even if the swordsman has a narrow range and is light, this is made with cold iron, the Right Guardian explained. Normal swords weigh around 2 to 3 juns, but our clan's priceless sword, Wild Dance Blade, only weighs around 1.5 jun. Is it because of the butterfly dance? Cheon Yo Woon asked. You really are smart, the Right Guardian praised. If Dr. Baek sees this, he'll get annoyed. The sharpness and durability does indeed give this sword its title. Step back. I'll show you what you wanted to see so much, he said, preparing to demonstrate. Watch closely. This is your teacher's butterfly technique, Nano. Get ready to scan, Cheon Yo Woon commanded internally. Scan initiated by user's command, Nano responded. Outside the clinic, a conversation unfolded among the guards. You did well pretending not to know, one said to another. Finally, that rat, no, the Right Guardian is leaving. Phew, how can I go against your orders? The second guard replied, I'm happy that I don't need to watch him coming in and out of his mouse hole. We should reassign guards to the second floor hall, the first suggested. Since they would have had plenty of rest, because, I'll be leaving now, the right guardian said, preparing to depart. What's your reason of concern for the seventh prince? A guard asked. That's fair, the right guardian replied cryptically. Are you saying that he has a chance because he is of royal blood then? The guard pressed. Do not question the sky, the right guardian said, his tone final. As expected of the Wind King. If he decided to run away, then it'd be impossible to catch him. You never know where he goes in a moment. Anyways, will 10 days really make everything fair? The guard wondered as the right guardian left. Back in the clinic, Dr. Baek Jong-myung noticed something unusual. He was always up when I came for work, but he's still sleeping today? What's up? It is the last time he can rest peacefully like this. Sleep a little more. Once he's released, he'll go through a lot. Nano, meanwhile, was processing Cheon Yo-woon's training. Change to user's muscle development for butterfly techniques starting expression simulation. 80% completion to data goal. Change to veins. 75% completion. 1 hour left till 100% completion. An hour later, Cheon Yo-woon awoke with a start. He vomited, his body trembling. Ooh, what happened? Dr. Beck exclaimed, rushing to his side. Huh, why is he suddenly vomiting and shivering so much? Are you okay? Are you feeling unwell somewhere? Ugh, that's right. Just let it all out first, he instructed as Cheon Yo-woon struggled. Lie down since it seems like it's calmed down a bit. What is this? Baek Jong-myung muttered, checking his pulse. How can someone who's been lying down the whole time have a pulse like this? Ha! His pulse is running as if the body was completely overworked. Your body's response to the body evolution has been stabilized, Nano reported. He's suddenly so stable, Baek Jong-myung said, baffled. I've never heard of something like this from my teacher. It's nearly lunch soon, so I'll just eat, he decided, scratching his head. Ah, whatever. Let's just leave him to sleep. Cheon Yo-woon, now recovered, marveled at his progress. The strength that goes into my hands is completely different to how much went in 6 hours ago. I think I know just how much training teacher went through. If he somehow learns that I earned this body in just 6 hours, he'd be frightened, right? Amazing. Nano, did you scan? Yes. All scanning has been completed, Nano confirmed. Did you watch properly, student? The right guardian asked. Yes, I did, Cheon Yo-woon replied. It's a shame. I should have taught you formations properly, but today's the end. However, if it's you, you'll be able to master the butterfly dance just by watching your teacher. Thank you for many of your teachings, teacher, Cheon Yo-woon said sincerely. Keep at it, the right guardian encouraged. Once you return to the Mado house, it'll be very difficult. Don't you lose, student. Yes, teacher, Cheon Yo-woon vowed. There's at least one person that cares for me here. Then, I should live up to his expectations. Nano, have you finished analyzing the scan move? He asked. According to the analysis, to acquire the body needed to use this move, your muscles and veins need to go through significant change. Time estimating 6 hours, Nano replied. What? 6 hours? Why so long? Cheon Yo-woon asked, surprised. Great. Now, second formation. He practiced, mimicking the right guardian's movements. I only used the first formation and it's the same as teacher's. Wah, I can feel someone walking in the hallway. Hold on. Was I always this sensitive? Somehow. Did my senses become sharper as I changed my body? Great. All preparations are complete. When did you wake up? Dr. Beck asked, entering the room. But what's complete? I'm ready to be discharged, Cheon Yo-woon said, covering his excitement. The presence I felt in the hallway was Dr. Beck. I don't even have any other patients, Baek Jong-myung lamented. What am I going to do when you leave? There will be more soon, Cheon Yo-woon assured him. Yeah? Do you think so? Baek Jong-myung asked, hopeful. No, it's better for there to be no patients. Thank you, I imposed on you for a while, Cheon Yo-woon said gratefully. That's all right. You'll be going through a lot, but I'll be praying for you, Baek Jong-myung replied. If the doctor didn't pretend to not know that the right guardian taught me martial arts, it would have been uncomfortable the whole time I was in the clinic, Cheon Yo-woon thought. I will never forget your consideration for me. Why do I get goosebumps? Baek Jong-myung muttered, a chill running down his spine. The patients that you so want, I will send them to you for sure. At the Mado House's Grand Armament, afternoon group training commenced. Cheon Yo-woon's return drew attention. "Aye, it's him," a cadet whispered. "The other clan heir in our group. Has it been 2 weeks? Peasant blood. You're finally here. You're here. Is your body fine now?" "I am completely cured," Cheon Yo-woon replied calmly. "That's fortunate," the group leader said. "I did explain it to you in theory, but you remember your position, right?" "I do," Cheon Yo-woon confirmed. "Good. Then go that way with these," the leader instructed. "Yes, leader," Cheon Yo-woon said, moving to his position. "Did you come only now because you were scared?" Cheon Mu-jeom taunted. "You dirty. This bastard ignored me," he fumed as Cheon Yo-woon walked past. "Don't be so excited already, Cheon Mu-jeom. I'll show you properly in a while." The training began with intensity. "We will start the practical training using real swords," the leader announced. "Pay proper attention and keep your distancing correctly. If the same accident as before happens, I will expel you from the academy with the authority of a leader." "Understood, Mado?" the cadets shouted. Even though Cheon Mu-jeom's personality is haughty and atrocious, he controls his teammates well as a clan heir should, the leader observed. "The problem is Cheon Yo-woon. I did place him in the position with the least movement on purpose. He's doing better than I thought. Please don't make a mistake. Line your shields up properly," he barked, noticing a misalignment. "Is he keeping up with what the other teammates are doing? Is he quick-witted? Good. You're doing well. Don't move till my command," he continued. 15 minutes later, a clatter broke the silence. "I told you not to move." "Who made a sound?" the leader shouted. "Can't you do it properly? Do you think you'll be able to beat the other groups in the second test like this? Pay attention. The guys who have been training till now are like this. How can Cheon Yo-woon be completely fine?" he wondered, observing Cheon Yo-woon's steady stance. "He's not budging at all? Is he really the guy who was lying down in the clinic the whole time? That guy, I need to reassess him. Change formation. Surround the enemy in a semicircle," he ordered. The cadets roared, moving into position. "Damn," Cheon Mu-jeom muttered, frustrated. "Take big steps. Move forward by half a step." "Good. Very good. Cheon Yo-woon, that son of a bitch. Why isn't he making a mistake?" he fumed silently. "Peasant blood son of a bitch. Do you think I'll just watch you being successful, Ya-yun?" he whispered to his loyal follower. "Just nod your head if you can hear me. Do as I say for the third lineup." "Yes, I understand," Ya-yun replied. "Change lineup," the leader commanded. "Quickly stack the shields to 3 levels. It's not hard," Cheon Yo-woon thought, his movements precise. "Is it because Nano imported the simulation video? It's so useful. If the shields have been stacked, then stick your swords out through the holes," the leader instructed. "Even if you're being careful, keep your speed. I can see you're behind completely," Ya-yun taunted Cheon Yo-woon. "Peasant blood should crawl on the ground." "What? This shithead," Cheon Yo-woon thought, catching Ya-yun's intent. Did he notice? I was just going to use a little bit of Nigong since he doesn't even know martial arts. But I'll just use my all-toki, Ya-yun gasped as Cheon Yo-woon's counter sent him reeling. "Rebound. That bastard's Nigong is much stronger than mine." "Leader," Ya-yun cried out, clutching his ankle. "I still feel pain in my ankle." "You again," the leader barked. "A peasant. Ha, you're grinding your teeth? Leader. It's not that, his butt," Ya-yun stammered. "This kid's completely gone. Dares to laugh at me. You can't come to your senses, can you, bastard? You were the one who stabbed number 23 in the back last time, too, right?" he accused Ya-yun. "You won't be having any free time for the next 4 days. Till bedtime, you will be receiving hell's training with your leader." "But, leader," Ya-yun protested. "This shithead is still making excuses," the leader snapped. "Serves him right," another cadet muttered. "He brought it on himself. He was acting all high and mighty with Cheon Mu-jeom backing him." Cheon Yo-woon. Later, the leader reflected on the incident. "Cheon Yo-woon's Nigong is stronger than I thought. That baldy should have around 30 years of training worth of Nigong since he took the medicine ball. Even if the right guardian taught him, it's still weird. So Cheon Yo-woon's exceeds that. There's no way that Siab Mang drunkard taught him properly," he mused. "Does he Have a physique that can naturally absorb the complete effect of the medicine ball, as expected? It can't be explained any other way. Even if he's a half-blood, a tiger's child is a tiger, he concluded. The standoff between two heirs in the same group. This is about to get interesting. At the Grand Armament Great Hall, the cadets gathered for a meal. Begin eating, the leader announced. The cadets responded, digging in. Ooh, it really was torture, Qian Yo-woon thought, savoring his food. Is this chicken marinated in soy sauce? Tasty. To only have been able to eat white porridge for 14 days. Anyhow, is that bastard Qian Yu-jiam going to glare at me during the whole mealtime? I don't know why you hate me so much. It'll just be better to enjoy the food for now. But I cannot forgive the Sixth Clan's actions either, he reflected, his resolve hardening. You wouldn't know what it feels like to watch your mother's death without being able to do anything. Look forward to it. I will trample over all of you from now on. Since mealtime is over, Friday's schedules will now be wrapped up, the leader declared. Come, everyone except for number 80, disband. Ya Yun muttered, dreading his punishment. At Group 8's quarters, Qian Yo-woon headed to room 8 on the first floor. It's easy to remember since it corresponds, he noted. But Qian Yu-jiam blocked his path. Where are you trying to go without my permission? Really, this bastard? He doesn't disappoint my expectations, Qian Yo-woon thought. Always having leftovers with him. Does he want to act like a master wherever he goes? A cadet whispered. It's the Spring Clan's heir. Who's the guy in front of him? Another asked. Don't you know? That's the 7th heir from all the rumors, a third replied. Whoa, this should be fun. Qian Yu-jiam and Qian Yo-woon. Many have gathered, Qian Wan Raya from the Sound Clan observed, smirking. Shall we start? It was easy going, wasn't it? Just lying on a bed in the clinic, Qian Yu-jiam taunted. Why? Are you annoyed? This peasant blood. Qian Yo-woon shot back. Are you insulting the Lord? Isn't calling me peasant blood insulting the Lord? What? What does? Qian Yu-jiam stammered, caught off guard. Is your status so high that you can insult the Lord who is like a god to us? Qian Yo-woon pressed. When did I ever? Qian Yu-jiam protested, his plan to crush Qian Yo-woon unraveling. I was going to completely disdain and crush him in front of everyone. But I'm the one receiving that treatment. Spring Clan bastards really are stupid. Why is he getting so worked up over a lowly thing? Piece of shit. Qian Kyung-woon from the Sword Clan shouted. Dull bastard. That arrogant mouth. I'll crush, Qian Yo-woon interrupted. What are you trying to say? Qian Yo-woon asked, his voice calm but menacing. This peasant shit dares to. This bastard. Spring Clan's fist technique. Are you running away? Qian Yu-jiam shouted as Qian Yo-woon moved with startling speed. Weightlessness. How can that? Peasant bastard, he roared. What are you doing? Get that shithead? What? Yes. His followers scrambled to obey. He dares to punch me first and run away? Qian Yu-jiam fumed. If I just let you be, I won't be considered a human. Something's weird. One of his followers gasped. Why is he so fast? It's like he's running at the speed just enough for us to not be able to catch up to him. Is he? Another hesitated. Why are you hesitating? You slow bitches. I'll go by myself. Move! Qian Yu-jiam barked. Ah, Prince, his followers called after him. Qian Yo-woon, I'll catch you and crush your face, and then destroy all the bones in your body, he vowed. What? You fucktard, he shouted as Qian Yo-woon stopped, facing him. What a joke. Are you done running? Qian Yu-jiam sneered. What? I defended the attack using the 7-star defensive skill, but I was still pushed back. Qian Yu-jiam gasped as Qian Yo-woon countered. This bastard, his defensive skills are strong. How do you know martial arts? Now that I think about it, his weightless movement was quite fast. He had absolutely no Nigong in the first test. What happened? Good. He's becoming flustered, as I expected. And continuing with this momentum. Qian Yo-woon thought, launching into the butterfly dance second formation, light butterfly circular movements. He avoided it? Qian Yu-jiam exclaimed as Qian Yo-woon dodged his Spring Clan's fist technique second formation, fist attack continuous batting. I'm still unable to match his Nigong. This bastard, His Nigong must have already been higher than other students even before he was admitted as a student. His Nigong must be even higher since he even took the magic ball. But I can still stand my ground. I need to attack him without giving him any time to counterattack. An afterimage, he gasped as Qian Yo Woon moved with uncanny speed. How can that bastard use that type of martial arts? He's good with formations, Qian Mu Jiam admitted, but he has no idea how to respond to the enemy's attacks. I was only thinking about his punches and didn't see that kick coming, he realized, caught off guard. I was pretty surprised that you used some skills that didn't suit you, but I can tell you're just improvising. It's exactly as expected, he taunted. You're just trying to imitate others without knowing your own limit. Did he realize that I only learned this technique with 2 formations, and that I also don't have enough actual experience? Qian Yo Woon thought, his confidence wavering. I underestimated Qian Mu Jiam. Who knew experience would make such a big difference? I don't know how you learned martial arts, Qian Mu Jiam said, preparing his Spring Clan's fist technique 5th formation, instant attack, Spring's Roar. But I'll ask all those questions later. What do I do? What formation do I need to use? Qian Yo Woon thought, panicking. Danger from an external force has been sensed, Nano alerted. Increasing eye functions in response to danger. Operating defense mode through battle tutorial. This bastard. This isn't a technique, Qian Mu Jiam exclaimed as Qian Yo Woon countered with unexpected precision. Is this the optional built-in self-defense martial arts mode? Nano reported. Boxing has been used for this tutorial. Tutorial? This indicates independent teaching. We have created results through analysis of the opponent's movements for every 0.01 seconds. I don't know what all that means, but you're saying that this is boxing? Qian Yo Woon asked internally. Is it possible to use the butterfly dance instead of boxing? Analysis has already been completed, so it is possible. Will you accept? Nano prompted. Yes, Qian Yo Woon replied to Nano. Did you learn fist techniques? Dirty bastard, Qian Mu Jiam accused. It seems you've got a card up your sleeve. Qian Mu Jiam sneered. But that won't work anymore. Changing defense mode from boxing to butterfly dance. I can see where he'll attack. Qian Yo Woon realized, dodging effortlessly. This bastard, he avoided all of my hits? Jiam, if you do your best, a memory of Qian Mu Jiam's mother surfaced, her voice pleading. If you do well, then the Lord. No, your father will abandon that dirty bitch and come back to me. You need to win everything. All right. Yes, mother, young Qian Mu Jiam had promised. It's because you couldn't do it properly. Her voice echoed now, harsh and accusing. It's all because you're bad at everything. It's not my fault. If only that dirty bitch hadn't appeared. It's all because you couldn't do anything properly. It's all because you were a mistake. Why did that damn memory have to come up now? Qian Mu Jiam thought, his focus crumbling. Shit. Did I lose? I would never lose to a peasant bastard like you, he gasped, collapsing. You brought all of this on yourself, Qian Yo Woon said, standing over him, his voice cold and final. No way, a cadet stammered, disbelief etched on his face. Didn't they say he had absolutely no Nigong just 10 days ago? He really beat the Qian Mu Jiam who we wouldn't even be able to take down together. What should we do? Another cadet asked, panic rising as Qian Yo Woon turned to face them. Are you guys going to try me too? Then take him away, he said coldly, gesturing to the defeated Qian Mu Jiam. Are you all right, Prince? A loyal follower of Qian Mu Jiam asked, rushing to his side. We will assist you. Qian Mu Jiam shoved them away, his pride wounded. Let go. I'll walk by myself. But Prince, his follower protested. You shithead. Qian Mu Jiam growled at Qian Yo Woon. Why didn't you finish me off properly? If the second test wasn't a group task, I would have cracked your head open. Stupid excuses. Peasant blood, Qian Yo Woon retorted. I'll really do it if you keep trying to come at me like that. Then do it. You bitch. Qian Mu Jiam spat, struggling to stand. What? You pisa. You can't even get up by yourself and you're spouting nonsense like that, Qian Yo Woon said, turning away. I'm leaving. Keep blabbering like that. You bastard. Stop right there. Qian Mu Jiam shouted, his voice hoarse with rage. That shithead really. Qian Yo Woon walked away, his mind racing. That was dangerous. I did learn martial arts faster than anyone, but I can't just disregard experience. If it wasn't for Nano, I would have lost. I won't be able to become like teacher just because I've completely mastered the formation of the butterfly dance. If I want to reach a higher status, I need Nigong and experience. First, I need to learn exactly how to use what I can right now. Nano, he called internally. How much of your functions have I used so far? Yes, master. Checking users' records, Nano responded. You have currently used 3% of all of the nanomachine's functions. You have used 3/100ths. You have not exceeded 3/10ths of the nanomachine's functions according to the records that have been saved in the internal memory. 3%, Qian Yo Woon said, stunned. What's that? I've only used that much? That must mean there are more functions that I could make use of. Nano, tell me in detail about all the functions that you can perform, he commanded. The 7th generation nanomachine's function manual will be transferred to your brain. Do you accept? Nano asked. I accept, Qian Yo Woon replied. An additional language, English, will be transferred to assist your understanding of the manual. Do you accept? Nano continued. It's the weird language you sometimes talk in, isn't it? Qian Yo Woon noted. Yes, I'll accept. We are transferring the 7th generation nanomachine's manual as well as the language, English, to your brain, Nano confirmed. Qian Yo Woon winced as the information flooded his mind. Good. The information transfer is complete. It's a lot more information than normal, but I'm only a little dizzy. I don't feel like vomiting at all. Function search, he said, exploring the new knowledge. What? These are all things that I can do. Repetitive battle in augmented reality. If it's this, I could build up all the experience that I need. Can I have one with Qian Museum then? He asked. There isn't enough information, but a simulation avatar can be created based on the fight from earlier, Nano replied. It's a shame that there's not enough information, but oh well. Let's try it out right now, Qian Yo Woon said eagerly. This should be fine, right? It seems like no one's here either. Activating simulation avatar in user's vision, Nano announced. This is an avatar in augmented reality, and only I can see him. Whoa! Qian Yo Woon marveled as the avatar of Qian Museum appeared. The simulation settings are being changed before the avatar is formed. Please set the avatar's impact percentage on the user. Impact percentage? Qian Yo Woon asked. Hey, peasant blood, the avatar taunted, its voice eerily accurate. This is the amount of impact you will receive from the avatar's attacks. Why is this stupidity a part of the simulation too? Qian Yo Woon muttered. Hey, if you want it to be the same as normal then set as 100%. If you want it to be less then please set it lower. How much would it hurt anyway? He wondered. Alright, I'll set it to 100%. Hey, are you scared? The avatar sneered. The simulation will be started with 100% impact, Nano confirmed. Come at me, Qian Yo Woon challenged. This is great, I wasn't able to crack his head open earlier because of the second test. But it won't matter here since this is just an avatar. If you don't come, I'll come to you, the avatar declared, launching into the Spring's Roar 5th formation. Ooh, this really is exactly the same. Qian Yo Woon exclaimed, dodging. Do you think that kind of sloppy attack will work? Kook. He grunted as the avatar landed a hit. Why can I feel pain? Nanomachine has given you the same amount of pain that you felt earlier using the information that was collected earlier, Nano explained. Would you like to change the impact percentage, peasant bastard? Come at me, the avatar taunted. It's fine. We'll continue like this, Qian Yo Woon said, pushing through. Avatar, damn. He panted after the session. Nano, what time is it? It is currently between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock at night, Nano replied. Shit. I fought that avatar 15 times but only won the last round. Qian Yo Woon cursed. The first fight ended in just 5 formations. An avatar of this level. I wasn't even able to defend myself properly and just used my body. If I fought with Qian Museum properly, I wouldn't come anywhere near his head and would just completely lose on the spot. Your skills will increase according to your experience, Nano reassured. As you keep training, your movements and the frequency of you using formations of the butterfly dance are increasing. So what? Qian Yo Woon snapped. I lost to a guy using the same 3 formations and the same few basic movements over and over again. Just you wait. In 7 days, Cheon Mu Jiam's avatar will be nothing to me. At the Mado House student quarters, Cheon Yo Woon searched for his bed. Which one is my bed? He muttered, navigating the dimly lit room. I just beat a clan heir, but they're making way for me. Your bed is this way. Your attitude is different from before, Cheon Yo Woon observed, sensing the change. Is there something you want from me? I've already been abandoned by Cheon Mu Jiam, so there's nothing more to lose. Cadet 23, Heo Bong, declared boldly. I'm probably going to die anyway, so why not make it a gamble? I, Cadet 23, Heo Bong, wish to serve Prince Cheon Yo Woon as my master. That guy, what did he just say? Cheon Yo Woon thought, stunned. You'll serve me as your master? To the 7th prince who doesn't have any power? Loyalty. An oath, please, Heo Bong pleaded, trembling. I still completely regret and am reflecting upon my bad manners from last time. Please take me in as your servant and allow me to serve you as much as my lowly self can. A servant for me. Someone who always had trouble with trusting in others, huh? Cheon Yo Woon mused, moved by the gesture. Thank you. I will do my absolute best. Ha! Cheon Mu Jiam's voice cut through the moment. I left this place for a little while and something this stupid is happening. You insect. Who are you showing your loyalty to? Cheon Mu Jiam and Ya Yun. Heo Bong stammered, fear flickering in his eyes. They're scary, but I mustn't show my fear. Who are you to call someone else's servant an insect? Cheon Yo Woon shot back. You're the insect for kissing up to someone's ass. Oh, what did you say? Cheon Mu Jiam roared. Why are you stuttering? What? Are you scared? Cheon Yo Woon taunted. You, peasant bastard. As I thought, I made the right choice, Heo Bong thought, steeling himself. Do you want to have another go? He's nothing compared to that avatar. Cheon Mu Jiam faltered. HMPH. Nothing's changed just because you've got a servant, no way. Did Cheon Mu Jiam just avoid him? A cadet whispered. That vicious Cheon Mu Jiam really walked away from this? Even so, this doesn't mean that the Spring Clan's authority is any less. Another muttered. But, still, maybe, he'll bring a new change to the Demonic Academy. A week later, the day of the group-type second test arrived at the Mado House Grand Armament. The instructor addressed the cadets. I have taught you everything that is needed. Now you are responsible for how you perform. Understood, Mado? The cadets roared. Now before we start, we shall cast lots, the instructor continued. As explained earlier, groups 1 to 4, 5 to 8, and 9 to 12. The 4 groups will cast lots between them to see who they will fight against. First, group leaders from groups 1 to 4, come forward. He commanded. The group leaders for 2 and 3 have changed, a cadet noted. So it's like that there too, huh? Another said. It's still Dark Clan's Cheon Mu Yin for group 1. It was Cadet 72 for group 4 before as well, right? 2 people, is it? Probably, the whispers continued. Match 1 Group 1 versus Group 3, the instructor announced. Match 2 Group 2 versus Group 4. Hooray for our group leader. Group 1 cheered. A cadet from Group 3 muttered, disappointed. The leaders for Groups 5 to 8 can come forward. The instructor called. What? The crowd buzzed. 2 people changed this time too? Huh? Wait. Group 8. Is that for real? Oh. I warned him so many times. Cheon Mu Jiam, that idiot. The previous afternoon, during the end of training, Cheon Mu Jiam had been dismissive. They're still doing group training, those idiots. There's nothing more to watch, so I'll go do some martial arts training. Don't they know that all their strategies are being showcased? How pitiful. Cheon Mu Jiam, a voice had called out. What? It's you? He'd snapped. What are you doing? You're just going to ignore me even though I called you. What do you want to say? Cheon Mu Jiam had demanded. Called you after so much thought, but you're going to treat me like that? Didn't you say the Spring Clan guys were idiots? Don't talk to me. Ha, you're so annoying. Spring Clan bastards are narrow-minded too. Fine, I'll say it quickly so listen well. When I was training by myself last night, someone ambushed me. You were ambushed? Cheon Mu Jiam had asked, skeptical. Ha, which courageous bastard would do that? I couldn't tell who it was because they were wearing a mask. Whether they were wearing a mask or not, weren't you attacked because you were being careless? Don't make light of my words. I was never careless around that masked bastard. So you're telling me to be careful since you received an injury? Cheon Mu Jium had scoffed. You should know that there's a big chance they will go for you next. What? Since we're in the same competition group. You remember how they said we'd be split into groups of 4 and then cast lots between teams in the same group to decide our opposing team, right? He'd continued. What does that have to do with this? Cheon Mu Jium had asked, frustrated. Why do you think they split up the teams into 4 when they could just make all of us fight against each other? Think about it. Since they told us which team will be with which other teams in a group, the teams know exactly who they will be going up against. So, you're saying they announced that in advance on purpose, to have the team leaders targeted. Cheon Mu Jium had realized. So you're not an idiot, that's right. If the team leader isn't there, it'd make it difficult for the team to maintain their formation. Anyways, I'm just telling you to watch out since tomorrow's the test, he'd warned. I don't want to hear any embarrassing news that a clan heir was kicked out without even being able to pass the second test. So don't go off to train by yourself. The weakest out of all of us is warning me, Cheon Mu Jium had thought, bristling. But it's still not something I should just overlook, making me feel like crap. She's overstepping her boundaries. Should I at least take Ya Yun along? Later that evening. It has become late in the evening, Master, Nano reported. Nano, what is the percentage of matches that I've won against Cheon Mu Jium's avatar? He asked. It is around 60%, Nano replied. Shit. I've still got a lot to go, Cheon Yo Woon muttered. I said that I'd be able to beat it easily within a week, but I've only beaten him 60% of the time. Your practical ability and the proficiency of your formations have become a lot higher after 106 training sessions, Nano noted. It is estimated that you will be able to achieve your wish in the next few days. It is an estimation from the analysis. Are you consoling me? Cheon Yo Woon asked, half amused. I should start making my way back to the quarters. A cry rang out, startling him. The sound of fighting, it's that way, he said, rushing toward the noise. I can't see properly because it's dark. Nano, night vision mode, he commanded. Night vision mode is being activated on the user's eyes, Nano confirmed. Cheon Mu Jium? Cheon Yo Woon gasped, spotting his rival on the ground. Was he attacked by that guy wearing the mask? To be able to pressure Cheon Mu Jium like that, the masked guy's movements aren't to be taken lightly. Just who is it? Fuck. Cheon Mu Jium groaned, struggling against his attacker. Shit. I don't want to help Cheon Mu Jium, Cheon Yo Woon thought, but I can't let the team leader get hurt the day before our test. He increased our separation just before my attack hit him, the masked attacker noted, retreating. He's an expert who I can't judge the skill level of. I should give up on chasing him. Shit. Cheon Mu Jium cursed, collapsing. Hey, you good? Cheon Yo Woon asked, approaching. How could I let myself receive help from the likes of you? Cheon Mu Jium spat. Fuck. Then should I leave you here? Cheon Yo Woon retorted, heading toward the quarters. Master, Prince? What happened? Heo Bong exclaimed, rushing over. Are you all right, Prince? Hey, Ya Yun, come to your senses. I'll explain later, so let's treat them first, Master. Are you hurt anywhere? Heo Bong asked, concerned. No, I'm fine, so don't worry, Cheon Yo Woon assured him. Nano, will he be okay? Scanning the patient's injury, Nano reported. Injury assumed to be a sword wound found. A stab wound of length 4 centimeters and depth 2 millimeters. There should be no major problems if the injury is stitched after disinfection. Prince Cheon Mu Jium, your blood. That bastard. Cheon Mu Jium growled, his face pale. Ha! Fuck! This guy's injury is nothing, then, Cheon Yo Woon thought. Ha! But he's this pale and has shed so much blood. Heo Bong, call the leader quickly, he ordered. What? Yes! Heo Bong rushed off. How is he, leader? Cheon Yo Woon asked when the leader arrived. We were able to treat him like this with what we currently had, but, the leader replied, frowning. This guy. He won't be able to walk normally for a while. Shit! Can't you tell, you idiot? A cadet snapped. We're screwed since the team leader can't walk anymore. Sleep for a little bit. I will take him to the infirmary, the leader said. Hold on. There's one more injured here, Cheon Yo Woon pointed out, indicating Ya Yun. Master, I will carry this guy, Heobong offered. No, I will go myself, Qian Yo-woon insisted. Leader, Cadet 80 has hurt his head too, even if it is not as bad as Cadet 4. I know, the leader said. I thought someone would bring him somehow. So you're not dumb. What's the reason? Qian Yo-woon asked. Reason? It's not much, the leader replied. You left him so that someone would follow you. Only your team had the atmosphere that this setback would make you fail the test. Well, it was a surprise to see that this one was hurt, the leader admitted. That was all I wanted to say. Give him to me. You should go back now. You already know that you can't walk around at night, right? I understand. Qian Yo-woon nodded. You need to learn to use your gums if you don't have teeth, the leader said cryptically. Qian Yo-woon thought. Wait, what did he say? Does that mean something like this happened to other teams as well? Thought this was simply a loophole in the method of testing, but that wasn't it. There is definitely a hidden agenda behind the second test. Aiming for the team leader means that they were trying to make the process of beating that team in the test tomorrow easier, he realized. I got it. The reason that they split us into groups which we knew we would be battling within beforehand. They made it so that this kind of situation would definitely happen. This is the Heavenly Demon God sect. So they want us to act like demons without being held back by useless things like rules, huh? Shit. Is this all that Team 8 is capable of? A cadet lamented. It's over. We're done for. Till when will you all be acting pitiful just because your team leader got injured? Qian Yo-woon snapped. Who are you saying is pitiful? A cadet retorted. Then are you saying that just sitting there and complaining like that, without even thinking of electing a new leader and coming up with a plan, isn't pitiful? Qian Yo-woon challenged. Who can fill in for the leader? Another cadet asked. Only Prince Qian Mu-jeom received leadership training and took command. You guys, why do you think like that? Heobong interjected. We have my master here, Prince Qian Yo-woon. 7th, Prince, a cadet muttered, surprised. Cadet 38 agrees to this decision. Another declared. I guess, since he didn't back down from a fight with Qian Mu-jeom, agreed. Another chimed in. I also agree, a third added. I agree too. There's nothing we can do since Prince Qian Mu-jeom isn't here. Just agree for now. Passing the second test is more important at this stage. So everyone agrees with me becoming the team leader? Qian Yo-woon confirmed. There's something that I thought of when we were receiving training for formations. At midnight in Team 8's quarters, Qian Yo-woon prepared his next move. Nano, night vision mode. Activating night vision in the user's field of vision, Nano responded. Phew. How many times have I been coming to Team 7's quarters just tonight? He muttered. Nano, is there anyone still awake this time? Scanning room 7. All 20 people inside room 7 are in deep sleep, Nano reported. They're finally all sleeping, Qian Yo-woon said. Nano, is the person who attacked Qian Mu-jeom here? Scanning 20 people and comparing body stature with the masked attacker. There is no match, Nano concluded. Really? Well, it doesn't matter, Qian Yo-woon said, moving on. What are you? He found Team 7's leader, startled awake. Did he wake up due to my presence? He's quite perceptive, as expected of the team leader. Though there's no way that he will recognize someone wearing a mask while also in the dark, he thought, acting swiftly. He'll have trouble walking around properly for a while, since I used a needle to poke his muscles and meridians. It wasn't your fault, but don't resent me, he murmured, moving on. Now, shall I move over to the next room since I'm done with Team 7? The leader of Team 5 is Qian Ryo. The person I saw wasn't a girl, and more than anything, Qian Ryo cannot beat Qian Mu-jeom in martial arts. That means the person who attacked Qian Mu-jeom is in Team 6, he deduced. All 16 people in Team 6 quarters are in deep sleep. 16 people? There are a total of 20 people in Team 6. Even if we consider the 3 female cadets, there's one person missing. Nano, where's the one that matches the masked person? He asked. There is no match, Nano replied. Then the person who isn't here is most likely the one, Qian Yo-woon concluded. If he was on the first floor of the building, then he would have already found me out when I was moving around earlier. What should I do? No, what am I thinking? There's no rule that I should only aim for the team leader. Because it's an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. The next day at the second test, the instructor surveyed the gathered cadets. If he's the leader of Team 8, That means that the Spring Clan kid got hurt by someone, he noted. They've perfectly understood the underlying meaning of the test. As I thought, the participants this time aren't disappointing. Now, have you all drawn? He called out. Mado, the cadets responded. Since you all would have prepared fairly for the test till now, I hope you'll show good victories, the instructor said, his tone laced with irony. Fairly. Qian Yo-woon's eyes locked onto a figure in the crowd. That guy. His eyes are weirdly familiar, he thought. Nano, scan. Scanning body stature, Nano reported. He is a 100% match including his height and body shape. I finally found you, Qian Yo-woon thought, his gaze narrowing. The second test, round 1, began. Team 1 versus Team 3, the instructor announced. The team that suppresses the opposing team wins. Begin. Wah! The cadets roared, clashing in formation. 3 starting from the right. Normal formation, Team 1's leader, Qian Mu Yian from the Dark Clan, commanded. A diagonal formation here. Don't get pushed back. Resist! Team 3's leader shouted. Cries echoed as Team 1 overwhelmed their opponents. Come to your senses. Get up, Team 3's leader urged, but it was futile. A cadet groaned, collapsing. It's your loss. Surrender. I lose, Team 3's leader admitted, defeated. It's not like the opponent was that weak, either. That was pretty boring. I congratulate Team 1's victory, the instructor declared. This is to announce that Team 1 along with their leader have passed the second test. Second test round 2 results of Team 4 versus Team 2. Team 4 wins, the instructor continued. Next competing teams, come forward, it's finally our turn. Qian Yo-woon thought, stepping forward with Team 8. Their enthusiasm has dropped. This won't do, will it? Nervous? He asked his team, sensing their unease. I know you're anxious because the team leader has changed. I also am quite nervous. However, if we don't win here, then we'll be kicked out of the academy. And more than anything, I'm angry, he continued, his voice rising. I don't want to fall to the bastard who tried to make us face problems by attacking our team leader like a coward. If you all think the same way I do, then we can't afford to lose here. I won't say any more. Let's win! Let's win! Team 8 roared, rallied by his words. He also knows how to encourage the cadets, the instructor thought, surprised. Ha! There's no guarantee that encouraging them will make you win. But I guess we'll know soon. Whether he has the ability of a panther, or is nothing more than a stray cat. The team that suppresses the opponent wins. Begin! Mado! The teams shouted, charging forward. Team 5's leader, Qian One Ryo from the Sound Clan, smirked. The one I wanted to go against was the Team 8 that was led by Qian Mu Jiam. The battle for the air position doesn't suit a person like you. Leaving the academy at this point will be better for your pitiful life, she taunted. Attack! Nano, activate augmented reality, Qian Yo-woon commanded. Activate strategy tutorial. Operating command mode through battle strategy tutorial, Nano confirmed. Wait for now. Number 2. The opponent is changing to an arrow formation, Nano reported. Change to a wedge formation, Nano advised. As expected. We can only try to fight with them here, Qian Yo-woon shouted. Number 6. Wedge formation. How can he make such a stupid decision right from the start? The wedge formation is a useless formation if the leading team leader is weak. That's way too reckless even if the right guardian taught him martial arts, an instructor muttered. Did I expect too much from him? You dare think to fight against the true heiress? Qian One Ryo sneered. What is this? She gasped as Qian Yo-woon held his ground. I'm still lacking in Nigong compared to Qian One Ryo. I'm being pushed back. This bastard. Just what did he do? She thought, frustrated. He withstood my 10 stars, defensive skill, Qian One Ryo realized, stunned. But if I take into consideration my Nigong that was enhanced up to teacher's level, I've got the upper hand. How exciting. If I don't change the formation now, the weaker ones at the back will make the formation fall apart. Shit! Back off and then number 1. The opponent has changed to a standard formation, Nano reported. Change your formation. Change to number 3. Qian Yo-woon ordered. Formation 3? Qian One Ryo scoffed. You think a method already used by the leader of Team 1 will work on me? Nigong, your was quite impressive, but, as expected, your tactics are terrible, Qian Yo-woon. She taunted, confident in her advantage. Number 6, he barks, signaling a shift in their formation. Cheon-won Ryo, analyzing the situation, mutters to himself, I can't believe it. But since he isn't any worse than me when we battle with our Nigong, I'll break the middle of their line formation with our team's wedge formation in an instant. His eyes gleam with malice. I'll end you, and the moment you become separated. But Cheon-yo-woon is one step ahead. His team executes a flawless pincer movement, catching their opponents off guard. Oh, what? Cheon-won Ryo stammers, panic creeping into his voice. Don't panic, prepare for attacks from both the sides. Change to number 2. Number 2? An arrow formation here? It's the arrow formation. Concentrate on the front, he commands, but doubt gnaws at him. And no, the back. What is this peasant blood doing? Cheon-yo-woon's strategy unfolds like a master's game of chess. Encirclement? Cheon-won Ryo gasps, his formation crumbling. The numbers were a trick. We'll use the formation numbers that the other groups also used during training. When I say change, we will confuse the opposing team by switching up the original formation numbers. Cheon-won Ryo's fury boils over. That lowly bastard dares to play with me, he snarls. The clash intensifies with the sound of clanging shields and swords. What are you doing? Cheon-won Ryo roars at his faltering team. Who said you could put your shields down? The tide turns decisively. No, he cries, his voice breaking. Everyone will laugh at me. They'll laugh at me. Cheon-yo-woon. You piece of shit. With a devastating strike, fiery slice of the ignited sword. Cheon-won Ryo screams, my arm is. His teammates rush to his side. Stay still. We need to stop the bleeding, one shouts, but Cheon-won Ryo's agony drowns out their efforts. Ah! Cheon-yo-woon reflects coolly. Is it because it's not a proper sword? I annulled Cheon-won Ryo's sword movement using the 5th movement, he muses, noting the limitations of the training sword. But the first movement at the end was incomplete. Yet his focus remains unshaken. As expected, there's a limit to how far the training sword can go. I'll kill you, he vows, as the announcer declares, Team 8 wins. The crowd erupts, hooray for Cheon-yo-woon. An observer marvels, for him to use the 7 butterfly connections. He's still lacking in Nigong and understanding, but if we just look at the movement itself, he was nearly on the same level as Seob-mang. That drunkard. Just what did he do? No. This isn't because Seob-mang taught him well. He grew overwhelmingly in all aspects within 21 days. Amazing tactics and strategies, as well as being daring enough to cut off Cheon-won Ryo's arm. He's a genius from the heavens. A regretful tone follows. Should I have taken him in as my disciple before Seob-mang did? Though, Cheon-yo-woon himself won't exactly be happy with all this. Whispers spread among the spectators. Cheon-yo-woon, that bastard beat the Sound Clan? I need to remember him. As the 3rd competition group is called forward, kook. But I didn't even think of it. I thought I had avoided that properly, and used the time when I wasn't there. That the crazy one who made my side like this, to put everyone's legs in this condition, was Cheon-yo-woon. In the next round, Team 7 faces Team 6. Everyone in Team 7, besides the team leader, is limping. An opponent notes gleefully, we should be able to beat them easily if we attack them boldly. I don't know who did such a thing, but I'm thankful. Good. Charge in 6th formation. We can't do anything because our legs are like this. You bastards. A Team 6 member groans. Be thankful for the rest of your lives. Arrow formation, he commands, and the enemy falters. Arrow formation. What use is a formation when you're limping? The clash is swift and brutal. A Team 6 member cries as they're overwhelmed. Push. We're being pushed back. Suppress them all. No one escapes their onslaught. Don't let any of them stand back up. Turning to his next target. You're next. Damn. Cheon-yo-woon. It seems like I've made quite an annoying enemy. The results are announced. Second test round 3 results of Team 6 versus Team 7. Team 7 wins. At the Maddo House's main hall, the academy owner reviews the results. This is the list of the failed participants and their grades up to Team 5. A lot failed this time too. Are you talking about the higher clans? An aide asks. Those without clans only aim for becoming guards of the higher middle-class clans, so it doesn't matter. But the higher clans' heirs might feel wronged. The owner sighs. Something like this wouldn't have happened if we had gone with the same rules as in the old Demonic Academy guide. How bothersome. If we don't reassign the failed participants positions and duties reflecting their performance, the higher clan's heirs will grow well with their own respective clan's martial arts. He continues, they would have made it to the third round if it wasn't for the group test. It can't be helped. The higher clans will protest against you. The aide adds, but it's unfortunate that the middle and lower clans lost their chance at having the medicine ball and entering the precious library. On another note, the ones who passed the second test must all be gathered at the precious library now. The focus shifts to the precious library, where the victorious cadets gather. Cheon Yo-woon, having been in the infirmary, marvels at the library's grandeur. The other cadets have already been to the first floor while I was in the infirmary. It seems more grand than the main hall of the Maddo House. His teacher advises, put your all into mastering the butterfly sword technique and the spring dance breathing method of the butterfly dance without spending your time on other useless stuff. You need to do that to increase the chances of you passing the test. Useless stuff. Do you mean the precious library? Cheon Yo-woon questions silently, smirking. You're already learning martial arts of the 4th and 5th floor thanks to this teacher Tilda, so don't be disheartened that you weren't able to go to the first floor of the library. There's nothing that can even come close to my martial arts there anyway. But Cheon Yo-woon has a secret weapon, is what he said, but I have Nano. He thinks, I'll scan as much as I can from both the first and second floors. In the precious library's first floor, he's alone. As expected, I'm the only one on the first floor. We're only given 2 hours on the first floor. Nano, I'm going to flick through the precious books, so keep scanning. Yes, understood. Scanning 5 Arts of Blade Mastery. The scan is complete. He works quickly, scanning book after book. Nano, how much time is left? You have 1 hour remaining, Nano replies. How many books have I scanned so far? Including sword mastery, blade mastery, breathing techniques, etc. You have scanned a total of 55 books. That's a lot, he muses. Don't send those to my brain yet. It seems like I've only looked at the outer border books. Should I try the inner shelves too? His attention shifts to a peculiar sight. Why is there a gravestone in the middle of the library, he wonders, approaching it. This is the gravestone that was left behind by the main academy's founder, the Heavenly Demon Ancestor. The Heavenly Demon Ancestor, he repeats, noticing the sapphire surface. He carved it into sapphire. It seems like there's a poem written here, huh? Wait, was it carved in with a finger? A library supervisor approaches. Isn't it amazing? The ancestor focused his Nigong into his finger to write on the sapphire, something that's hard to scratch, even with a sword and large amounts of Nigong. People are normally too focused on trying to read the books, so they don't pay attention to this, but you found the ancestor's mighty trace, maybe because you're his bloodline. That's to be expected, the supervisor adds. I almost walked past it as well, Cheon Yo-woon admits. Who would pay attention to a gravestone like this that the ancestor wrote a poem into, when there are all these books around? The supervisor nods. I've been protecting this place for over 20 years, but no one has ever paid attention to this gravestone, including the descendant of the heavenly family. Anyway, I've taken up a lot of your time. Keep on with what you were doing. What is that? There are traces of sharp objects on the back of it? Nano, analyze the traces. It seems as if they're hiding something. Analyzing the surface of the gravestone, Nano responds. According to the analysis, they are traces left by the sharp blade of a sword. Traces of a sword? Cheon Yo-woon exclaims. Who would do something like this to the Heavenly Demon Ancestor's gravestone? Analysis complete, Nano confirms. According to the analysis of the depths of the traces, it can be seen that 2 people left these traces. 2 people, he gasps, puzzled. I can't tell from looking at it like this. Nano, show the sword traces to me in 3-dimensional augmented reality. Operating augmented reality in the user's vision, Nano complies, revealing the traces clearly. There's a huge difference between the strength and angle that each sword used, now that I see it like this. By any chance, he muses, piecing it together. It's easy to overlook the fact that these traces were left by 2 people. Did they try to hide the original scarring by scarring it in a disorderly fashion on top? Maybe. Nano, you said you could differentiate between the 2 people's sword traces, right? Get rid of the sword traces except for the ones that were there first, he commands. Understood, Nano replies. As I thought, these weren't just normal sword traces. It's a sword movement, made up of untold formations. I can't tell what kind of movement it is just from looking at it like this, Qian thought. Nano, can you analyze these sword traces and simulate it as augmented video? That is possible, Nano replied. But before that, the hardness of the sapphire must be known to analyze the person's strength. Weren't you reading books? The supervisor asked, returning. You saw the back of the stone too. Quite a mess, right? There used to be rumors that the heavenly demon ancestor left a sword technique of his epiphany here, the supervisor continued. We don't know who did it, but why would they damage the back of this? Maybe they did it so that only they could use the ancestor's epiphany, Qian suggested, his suspicions growing. Are these traces really just simply vandalism? I'll be off to make rounds, so look around before you go, the supervisor said, departing. The hardness of the sapphire can be measured by placing your hand on the surface, Nano instructed. Qian touched the gravestone. It's really hard. Now loading. The investigation of hardness has been completed. Setting the hardness of diamond as the standard with a hardness of 10, the sapphire has a hardness of 7. Then who's the person who ruined the original sword traces with theirs? Qian wondered. Using the analysis of the stone's hardness, the sword traces are being simulated as augmented video. The simulation began. Is this one movement? Qian gasped. The analysis resulted with all the formations connecting together. According to your martial arts, it is one movement. No way, Qian said, awed. Even the butterfly sword technique that's made up of 8 formations was complicated enough to take him half a year to master it. But this can't even be compared to that. I didn't expect anything from the first floor of the library, but to be met with such an opportunity. It's impossible to annul this technique. Nano, save that movement from just now, Qian ordered. I'll transfer it later. I understand, Nano replied. According to the analysis of the sword traces after removing the mess, it has been analyzed that 45 movements have been carved according to time. What? They weren't sword traces to cover the technique, but were all sword movements instead? Qian exclaimed. Nano, simulate the sword movements in order as augmented video. The simulation ran through the 1st to the 45th movement. The movements are becoming more and more perfect. Qian observed. Nano, can you make the initially saved sword movement and the 45th sword movement from just now fight against each other through augmented video? That is possible, Nano confirmed. Activating battle mode in augmented video. The simulation revealed a shocking truth. The 45 sword traces was the record of the long process of trying to annul the original movement. Qian realized, the first movement that I thought was perfect, annulled. With just a difference of 1 formation. Is this first floor the only floor with a sapphire gravestone? Qian asked the supervisor. I've heard that there's one on every floor, the supervisor replied. All right, Nano, get ready. We're going to the 2nd floor, Qian said, ascending to the Maddo House Precious Library's 2nd floor. They're not finished yet, a cadet noted. I guess, since the 1st floor's reading time is 2 hours and the 2nd floor's is 3 hours. Huh? That guy is. The Blade Clan's Qian Yu Chan. Qian recognized. The other clan heirs didn't even come here because they're overconfident about their own clan's martial arts. He must be a careful guy, seeing as how he's even studying the low-level martial arts. I should be more careful of him compared to the others. At the 2nd floor's gravestone, Qian found similar traces. As I thought. Nano, analyze these like you did on the 1st floor. The same sword traces from the 1st floor have been found, Nano reported. The sword traces left by the other person are 56 sword movements to annul the first movement that was carved on here as compared to the 1st floor. The first sword trace is a sword movement made up of 24 formations. Huh? 56? Qian said. They must have done more research. I want to check it right now, but it'll be hard to do since there are a lot of eyes here. Nano, extract only the sword movements and save them, he instructed. Understood, Nano replied. The scan has been completed. Qian Yo Woon stood amid towering shelves, dust motes drifting like lazy fireflies. A total of 156 books have been scanned so far. This should be enough, he said to Nano. Nano, analyze all the books that were scanned today and save it to the program's data. Nano replied, understood. Qian Yo Woon turned away. Now the only thing left. I'm confident that the original butterfly sword technique is among the main academy's top 10 martial arts. However, you can't be overconfident no matter how good your martial arts is. Your understanding is exceptional, but to be able to master martial arts properly, you need to practice formations and movements hundreds and thousands of times. And the important thing is experience. This teacher of yours, too, had to go through many hardships and difficulties fighting enemies to understand martial arts. That's why the academy is a great place to build experience by fighting with those of different clans and those without clans here. All that's left is to try out Nano's augmented reality ability. If it goes according to plan, I'll be able to get a variety of hands-on experience. A guard at the library gate nodded. You weren't late. You can go. Yes, I understand. Now that I look back on it, I think someone asked when you would come out. Qian Yo Woon paused. Pardon? It's nothing. Did someone wait for me? The guard shrugged. They said that the individual training rooms would be completely open after the second test. I want to quickly go there to transfer the special movements. Inside the Mado House individual training facility, a figure stepped from the shadows. But you were here, Cadet 7. I was looking for you everywhere because you weren't at your quarters. Qian Yo Woon recognized him. The leader of Team 6 in the second test? Why were you looking for me? The leader snarled at Qian Yo Woon. Are you asking that because you don't know? Did you think that I wouldn't notice that you were the one who made my teammates' legs like that? Ha! Seeing as how he's emitting such bloodthirst, I'm damn busy. It seems he's trying to fight me here. Who told you to leave them alone like that? Thanks to a certain someone. This guy isn't weak. He's not reacting to my provocation unlike a certain someone. I need to face him seriously. Oi! What? Blade Clan's Qian Yu Chan? Gosh, they're not even acknowledging me. This guy. Both of you have great focus. As expected of the team leaders who passed the second test. Sorry, but I've been waiting for quite a while now. Can you let me have him first? It'll only take a moment. I'll ask you like this. A clan heir is bowing his head to another cadet. What do you mean by letting you have him first, when I've been looking for this bastard the whole day? Don't make me angry, and just get lost. Is that so? What should I do? He dares to look down on me. I waited like this because I wanted to see him. This bastard. Ho! He's quite feisty. How is it? He annulled the movement I saw for the first time with just a simple formation. Shit! However, does that mean his skills are just that advanced? How could I be so easily suppressed by this bastard who's not even in a proper stance? You're off balance and your arm becomes stiff whenever you take a step. This bastard. He's definitely not on the level of an average cadet. Do you have an injury on your ribs or something? It'll only be a moment, so wait here. Whatever, do what you want. Geez, he's got a short temper. Qian Yu Chan turned to Qian Yo Woon. What business does he have with me? Is he trying to suppress me now before the next tests? Whatever it is, I won't be able to face him with just my skills. Qian Yo Woon said to Nano, activate augmented reality. Battle tutorial mode. Set to butterfly sword technique, Nano answered, activating augmented reality in the user's vision. Operating action command mode through battle tutorial. Set to butterfly sword technique, Qian Yu Chan laughed. Whoa, 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 why are you so on edge? Oh well, is it a given from your position? But don't be so cautious. This is just our first greeting as brothers with the same father. Nice to meet you, brother. What? Brother. Is he making fun of me? Aren't I being hated too much? I guess, it's given that you'd act like this since the 6th clan did all that to you before. Did you expect a nice greeting when you already know of that? No. I just wanted our first meeting to be good. Because I like you now. We're both walking the same path of the sword. Well, of course. Do you know how surprised I was when you cut off the arm of the Sound Clan's heiress? Gosh, it can't be helped. Just because of a reason like that? I've become your passionate fan, brother. Stop spewing nonsense and tell me your true intentions. I won't say it twice, brother. It seems getting closer will take more time. Work for our Blade Clan. Surprised? Are you being serious? Well, I guess this is something that's surprised you. I've been waiting for you in front of the library this whole time, and what, you think I'm joking? I don't know about the others, but I don't think of you as an enemy. I want you to become part of the Blade Clan and protect me by my side. This bastard. Are you telling me to give up on the clan heir's position? Ah, did it sound like that? It's too difficult for you anyway. But, what do you mean? It's as you heard, but you have no chance. However, I've become your passionate fan. Does this mean he doesn't even see me as someone who could oppose him? I refuse. What? If you walk the path of the sword, then you'll definitely have to face me. Your bright future will be promised if we walk this same path together. Isn't it amazing? I'll request something else. You won't be able to handle me, so don't block my way. I'll at least let you hold onto your life then. Nano warned inside Qian Yo-woon's mind. Strong energy is quickly being focused onto the enemy's right hand. Warning: intangible force concentration. Use the second formation of the butterfly dance, light butterfly circular movement, after moving half a step to the left. Qian Yo-woon shifted. Is this the start? Qian Yu-chan burst out laughing. The strong energy that had been focused onto the right hand is dissipating. The opponent's intention to attack has been suspended. Ha! I did get angry momentarily, but it got funny when I thought about don't get in your way. That's kind of cool. Geez, what a waste of effort. We'll meet again since we're walking the same path. Only his mouth is smiling. However, strong energy is being focused onto the enemy's right hand. Blade Chi. He must have already attained full maturity since he's able to diffuse Blade Chi with his bare hands. You're nowhere near strong enough to threaten my life like that. The rumor about him fighting neck-to-neck with Qian Yu-yian from the Dark Clan for the clan heir position wasn't all bullshit. So we're on different levels, huh? Damn it. I'll see you next time. I thought I was on the same level as them after having beaten Qian Mu-jium and having Qian 1 Ryo expelled from the academy. The goal isn't to catch up to them, but to reign over them. He read my attack beforehand. I was going to cut off his right arm in one go, but he escaped from my trajectory before I even diffused the Blade Chi. Later, in the Mado House individual training room, Qian Yo-woon closed the door. Is this the individual training room? The width and length are both around 2.5 meters in a square shape. It's not spacious enough for me to practice the formation while using shadow steps. The stone wall is quite thick, though. If it's like this, I should be able to study without being disturbed by anyone else. Even though I'll only be able to gather internal energy here, it should be enough. He said to Nano, Nano, activate augmented reality. Nano responded, activating augmented reality in the user's vision. Simulate the formations that were scanned from the sapphire gravestone on the second floor. This will be simulated in the order in which they were carved. It's faster and more complicated than the one from the first floor. Even if I use the last formation of the butterfly dance, I won't be able to block even one movement. Just how many people would even be able to block this formation? Simulating the formation that was left by the other person in the order of age. This is crazy. You can't master a sword technique like this without being completely crazy for swords. I can tell by looking at the process of perfecting one formation. For the awkward and unnatural formation to become so perfect by the 56th attempt, to the point of sending a shiver down my spine, Qian Yo-woon commanded Nano, Nano, have the originally carved formation battle with the 56 other formations in order. Nano complied. Understood. Activating battle mode in the order of the carvings with the sword formations as the focal point. 56th, victory. The augmented reality simulation has been completed. Just like on the first floor, the absolute formations that were carved first were annulled with only a one movement difference. I went up against this absolute formation with the butterfly dance. The sword formation couldn't initially block a single one of the absolute formation's movements that were carved on the back, either. Let's try it. There must be a way to go up against it using the butterfly dance. Nano reported, neuron activity in the user's brain is increasing rapidly, stimulating blood pressure points due to the energy flow. The user's energy in the lower abdomen is increasing and becoming active. Qian Yo-woon gasped to himself. Just now, what was that? I'm sure I was completely focused on the battle, he muttered, clutching his chest. My body feels weird. Huh? Did I fall into a trance? No way, he whispered, eyes widening. My internal energy that was only 30 years worth suddenly increased to 40 years worth. Did I gain realization? To be able to gain realization without Nano's help. Those formations are really worth the title of Marim's best martial arts. I feel like I can use the butterfly dance better now. The air around his blade shimmered differently as he sliced experimentally. The way I'm cutting through the air is different, he exclaimed. My realization didn't only increase my internal energy. Huh? Did I just? I'm not able to materialize it into a proper sword shape because I lack internal energy, but I'll be able to have 60 years worth of internal energy after I ingest the medicine ball we'll receive soon. When that happens, the gap between me and Qian Yu-chan will decrease immensely. But Nano, I like how long was this for? You were in this state for 2 hours, Nano reported. Qian Yo-woon blinked. 2 hours? He repeated, stunned. That long? He groaned. It'll be hard to transfer it over to my body as well, since I need to go back to the quarters. He straightened. Nano, transfer the formations that were carved in first on the sapphire gravestones on floor 1 and 2 as well as the 45th and 56th formations to my brain. Transferring the 4 formations that have been selected to your brain, Nano confirmed. A searing pain lanced through his temples. When will the headache stop? He hissed through gritted teeth. Nano, how long does it take to transfer it to my body? He asked, breathing hard. According to the analysis, it will take 10 hours to transform your muscles and energy flow, Nano replied. What? 10 hours? He shouted. Isn't that way too long compared to the butterfly dance, even if it is on a different level of martial arts? He sighed. It can't be helped. I'll need to come out earlier. Maddo House Team 8 quarters. The common room was nearly empty when he returned, lanterns flickering over scattered scrolls and half-eaten meals. Huh? He said aloud, scanning the room. There are a lot of cadets who aren't here. Have they not come back from their training rooms? Master, you've come first. That's Hyo Bong. They're all studying and practicing what they've memorized from the library. Hyo Bong looked up from a manual. It's not much. It's only a second-class martial art, Hyo Bong admitted sheepishly. I studied a step technique because I'm weak at bare fist techniques. It's a time when everyone's throwing themselves into work. The 4 days that we're given for rest isn't a time to just waste away. If you want to step forward even just a little bit, then you can't spend this period of time uselessly. The next day, sunset, Maddo House Individual Training Facility. The user's muscle and energy flow transformation is 100% complete, Nano announced. Canceling sleep mode. Qian Yo-woon awoke with a grunt, muscles screaming as the transformation completed. Oomph, he roared, proceeding with stabilization of the body's biological reaction to the transformation. Phew, now I can live. I can't get used to this no matter how many times I do it. His fists clenched experimentally. The strength I can put into my hand is on a completely different level. It feels like I've become much stronger than when I mastered the butterfly dance, he marveled, flexing. These are quite some muscles. It doesn't feel like my body. For some reason. Whoa. My skills weren't enough, the cadet muttered. Since I've experienced the overwhelming difference between me and that Blade Clan guy. First, I need to forget about the likes of Qian Yo-woon, and aim for something bigger. I was overconfident after hurting Qian Mu-jium. I need to study a lot more to recover my dignity. Individual training facility. A wall exploded outward in a shower of stone. A cadet screamed as the debris settled. An assassin? Who would dare to? That damned fucker. Qian Yo-woon? Hey, the instructor shouted at Qian Yo-woon. Even if it's your individual training room, how could you punch a hole through the walls of where all the cadets train? What if they were doing serious mediation? That person would have died right then and there. Be thankful that Cadet 108 is still alive. Qian Yo-woon, the instructor growled. This will be going in your report, so keep that in mind. You're forbidden from using the training rooms on the first and second floor. But if you break those as well, then you won't be allowed to use the individual training rooms ever again. I'm sorry, Qian Yo-woon said quietly. I understand. I'll be more careful. You may use the rooms in the basement to break through a wall made with stone hardened throughout the decades. Does it mean his internal energy has exceeded its limit? I never even thought that I could punch a hole through the training room wall. Nano spoke up. That is because Master's muscles and energy flow have reached their maximums. What? Qian Yo-woon asked. Your muscles and the energy flow in your body have been transformed to their utmost to the point where you are able to leave traces on sapphire, which has high hardness, with your physical strength, Nano explained. With my physical strength, he repeated. Oh, now that I think about it, by analyzing the traces left on the gravestone without the actual movements being shown, simulation data was created. Is that why the focus was set on being able to leave traces on the sapphire stone instead of being able to carry out the formation perfectly? Then is the power I have now my body's limit? Like with the dagger technique or the butterfly dance, this is the result of altering your body slightly so that it does not affect your physical growth, in accordance with the data of your estimated growth, Nano answered. Does that mean I can become stronger more than this if I grow? He asked. Your limits for muscle and energy flow transformations will become higher than now if your physique grows completely. I should try harder to grow more if it's as you say, he resolved. Time is the answer. Even I cannot do much to make you grow more, besides stimulating your growth plates. All right, I get it, he said. This is more than enough for now. Individual training facility basement. The air was colder, the walls thicker. Qian Yo Woon exhaled slowly, sword raised. Although I've had decades worth of practice data on the movements sent to my brain. He muttered. A sharp breath. Phew, I'm still nervous since it'll be my first time actually trying out the absolute technique that might be the heavenly demon ancestor's epiphany. He stepped forward. Absolute sword technique first movement. The blade flashed. He froze. Let's try this one more time, he growled. Again. The same motion. What is this? He stared at the empty air where his strike had passed. This isn't it. Why does the movement feel so unsatisfying? He executed the destructive sword technique instead. Perfect. But then why does the absolute sword technique feel incomplete? Nano, compare in augmented video the absolute movement extracted from the sapphire and the movement I just performed, he ordered. Activating augmented reality in the user's vision, Nano replied. Two overlapping figures appeared in his sight. In the movement I performed, the moves are connected, but it's unnatural. I'm even a beat slower in completing it. Why is that? Damn it. He slammed his fist into the floor. Is it simply because it's a movement? Even if I don't have the right energy flow, it shouldn't affect the movement. A pause. Huh? Now that I think about it, even the last formation of the butterfly dance couldn't be performed properly without circulating the internal energy the right way. I'm missing the crux. What kind of joke is this? Leaving behind only the sword movement and omitting how to use the energy flow, he stood. Nano, can you create augmented video of the front side of the stone on the first floor? Searching through the video saved via the user's visual data, Nano intoned. I've found the saved data. I'll create an augmented video of just the front side of the stone, Nano confirmed. Ancient characters shimmered into view. The mighty wind blows and the clouds fly high. After spreading my name across the continent, I returned home. How could I not protect the four corners of my nation with the brave warriors I have gathered? This ancient three-stanza poem is the founding poem of the Han Dynasty, Nano explained. It was a poem written by Liu Bang when he'd returned from his victory over Shang Yu. So it's not even a poem written by the heavenly demon ancestor, Qian Yo Woon muttered. Wait, are there any words that have been changed? He asked. There are none, Nano replied. Analyze the surface to see if there is even the tiniest clue, he ordered. After analyzing, I have found small holes under each character, Nano reported. The hologram zoomed in, tiny dots beneath each character, but the number of dots are different per character. Small holes. I wonder if it's referring to blood pressure points? So 4 holes would mean 4 blood pressure points, he frowned. But now that I think about it, wasn't the first book I had Nano scan a book about blood pressure points? That book had a number and a footnote for each blood pressure point, Nano supplied. The 4th blood pressure point would be the solar plexus point. That's odd. The energy flow should start from the dantian located in the stomach point, Qian Yo Woon murmured. But that would be 7 dots. The character for big has 3 strokes, so if you add the 4 dots, it becomes 7. Next, wind has 9 strokes, and the dots below it are. Lastly, it's the 23rd blood point. That's right. I figured out the hidden energy flow, he laughed wildly. I'm a genius. I should quickly get to the individual training facility and try out the absolute technique using the proper energy flow. A figure stepped into his path. Young Master Qian Yo Woon. A tall cadet with sharp eyes bowed. Let me introduce myself. I am the 200th cadet, Yunpa. And if it's okay with you, could I request a duel with you? Yunpa asked. A duel? Me against you? Qian Yo Woon replied. Why should I? He added. If young Master Qian can beat me, I'll give you a gift and intel on the 3rd test, Yunpa offered. I don't get it, Qian Yo Woon said flatly. What is your reason to act so foolish as to request a duel with information on the line? If I had to explain myself. I guess it'd be to check the qualifications, Yunpa replied. Qualifications? Qian Yo Woon echoed. But let me show you the technique that the Moon Energy Blade clan prides themselves on, Yunpa said. He lunged. Come at me. Qian Yo Woon sidestepped. Slow. 1 strike. Yunpa crumpled. Oh! Yunpa gasped, trembling. Put too much strength into it, Qian Yo-woon observed. He's not dead, right? To think I'd lose so easily. Yunpa rasped. After watching him fight against Qian One Ryo, I thought we'd trade at least a few dozen techniques. Was he hiding his skills? Yunpa coughed. As expected of someone with heaven's lineage. I thought you'd only have the skills of an advanced martial artist. Tell me, why did you request a duel? Qian Yo-woon asked. It's as I told you earlier, I simply wanted to check the qualifications. Are you talking about my qualifications? Yes, but I'm also talking about my own. Because this is for the third test. What does this duel have to do with the third test? Qian Yo-woon asked. There is a high chance that the third test will also be a group stage, Yunpa explained. What? He added. Didn't the academy head himself say that there would be no more group tests? That's because it'll be nothing like the second test, Yunpa replied. This test will place greater value on an individual's strength. The objective of the third test is to select high-ranked warriors. Only advanced martial artists who possess advanced martial arts and at least 30 years' worth of internal energy can become a high-ranked warrior. Among the cadets that pass the second test, only about 20% can be considered advanced martial artists. So, in order to make up for the lack of internal energy, they'd have to take the Black Dragon Medicine Ball. That's right, he continued. When the medicine balls are distributed, a large number of the cadets will suddenly achieve 30 years' worth of internal energy. It's advanced martial arts, isn't it? That's right. Since the second floor of the library only contains intermediate martial arts, many cadets would fail at this rate. If the test isn't testing the creation of an advanced martial arts, there is only one answer. That's right, he agreed. In this test, we'll also be given a secret book for an advanced martial art. That's not all, is it? Of course, Yunpa confirmed. If it was just that, the test would be too easy. If the third test was simply learning the martial art, over 80% would pass. If what my father told me is correct, the secret book should contain the 7 demon sword technique, which is part of the sword demon's sword formations. It's usable by all the high-ranked warriors of the cult. I've heard of them before. There are sword formations created by the greatest swordsman of his time, the sword demon. It was a martial art originally created to combat Sorum's 18 disciple formation and 108 disciple formation, but among them, the 7 demon sword technique is special, despite being only an advanced martial art. When 12 people use the technique together, it becomes the 12 sword formation, when 36 people use it, the 36 sword formation, and when 108 people use it, the 108 sword formation. A plain advanced martial art becoming a terrifying sword formation. Isn't that amazing? Even an advanced martial artist can beat an expert with the 12 sword formation and a master with the 36 sword formation, and the 108 sword formation has the power to face off against even a grandmaster. My father told me that he'd formed a 12-man group to learn the 7 demon sword technique, Yunpa said. 12 people? Qian Yo-woon repeated. Yes, it's because that's the principle behind the sword demon's sword formation, he affirmed. Mastering the 7 demon sword technique isn't enough by itself, Yunpa explained. Apparently, performing the sword demon's sword formation is quite difficult. It's to the point that unless you're an advanced martial artist, you can't even understand the formation. Is that why you tried to test my skills through a duel? Qian Yo-woon asked. Exactly, Yunpa replied. I couldn't judge you after having seen simply one technique. I needed to confirm your skills to know if I could request you for the test. Ah. I forgot to mention something important, he added. Request? Qian Yo-woon echoed. The cadets are expected to take the lead on the third test, from learning the martial arts to everything else, Yunpa said. Though, I did hear that the group leaders are decided from the results of the second test. Does that mean the group leaders will pick their group members? That's right, Yunpa confirmed. Though, a cadet can refuse to join a group. My assumption is that the third test is more for the 6 main clans and the young masters rather than for your ordinary cadets, so the third test is another part of the Battle of the Heirs, Qian Yo-woon realized. It'd be an immediate disqualification if you're unable to gather men and master the 7 demon sword technique and the sword formation, Yunpa warned. But, as you mentioned, the cadets can refuse to join a group, isn't that why you said request? Qian Yo-woon asked. Don't the normal cadets have no choice but to rely on the group leaders in order to pass the test? He added. That's right, Yunpa agreed. Gathering members and mastering the sword formation is just the beginning. Whether the assessment is through dueling or something else, it's obvious to desire a leader with skills and leadership for the test. I told you I'd give you a gift, right? No one asked for you, that gift is me. Isn't it possible that I won't get chosen as a group leader? Qian Yo-woon countered. Nah, I'm positive that you'll be selected as a group leader, Yunpa said confidently. And for the young master to pass the test, wouldn't someone as skilled as I be better than a half-assed cadet? What he's saying isn't wrong, but he has enough skills to be a group leader himself. Something seems fishy, Qian Yo-woon thought. I'll have to use that, so why did you pick me? He asked aloud. If it's as you said, there are other Vice Lord candidates as well as other group leaders that have passed the second test, well. I didn't want to tell you this because I didn't want to sour your mood, Yunpa began. I'd already made an offer to the young masters of the Dark Clan and Sword Clan but… You got rejected, Qian Yo-woon stated. Yes, they already had all their seats filled, so you picked me as your backup plan? Qian Yo-woon said coldly. Yes, and on top of that, we share the path of the blade, Yunpa added. Is that so? Qian Yo-woon replied. I'm not asking you to accept me as your subordinate, Yunpa clarified. I'm simply asking for the young master to use me in order to pass the third test, Yunpa pleaded. Please accept me? Thank you, young, he began. I refuse, Qian Yo-woon cut in. What? I said I refuse, he repeated. Nano, facial analysis results, he commanded silently. Nano's voice whispered in his ear. Loading the results of the facial analysis. It can't perfectly detect lies, but it was the right move to activate it when I thought something was off, he thought. Nano displayed the data. Yes. They already had all their seats filled. 45% lie probability. I'm simply asking for the young master to use me in order to pass the third test. 62% lie probability. We are walking the path of the blade, Yunpa insisted. You're pursuing the blade, yet you only went to the Dark and Sword Clan candidates? He must think I'm a fool, Qian Yo-woon thought, cleverly omitting the Blade Clan. He refused, after listening to the information on the third test. Seriously, he's such an interesting fellow. He got what he wanted and dipped. I knew he wouldn't fall to such an obvious trap. But then the plan. So what? Are you gonna go crawling back and beg him to take you in? Do you think he's that stupid? Joining his group and then disqualifying him by leaving the group on the day of the test? If it went as you planned, it would have been funny, but it'd be a waste for him over such a small to get disqualified thing. If he wasn't a rival in the Battle of the Airs, I would do whatever I could to recruit him. He. Please give me another chance, young master. I still have other plans. No, that's fine. You don't have to do this anymore. Before it's too late, find a group to join. Or who knows, maybe you'll become a group leader? He defeated him in one blow. His skills that I saw a few days ago weren't at that level. It definitely perplexes me, but I guess only time will tell if it was luck or skill, the leader said to Yunpa. 11 prodigies. Oh, it's not for certain, since the academy head hasn't said anything yet, but what if it's true? I have some in mind from Group 8, but it's not enough people. And there's no guarantee that they'll follow me. I should finish my training for the day and think about it more back at the dorms. Nano, have you finished analyzing the martial arts books we had scanned yesterday on the first and second floor of the library? Qian Yo-woon asked Nano. I have completed analysis on the 55 beginner martial arts books on the first floor and the 56 intermediate martial arts books on the second floor, Nano told him. Would it be possible to make a hologram of a specific person after analyzing their chi and body movements, and then make the hologram reenact martial arts? Qian Yo-woon asked Nano. Yes, it is possible if you select the person as an avatar and specify the martial arts, Nano told him. For the martial arts, let's go with the 5 arts sword mastery. As for the person, Qian Yo-woon said to Nano. A hologram of Qian Mu-jiam snarled. You bastard commoner. Qian Mu-jiam's avatar roared at Qian Yo-woon. Come at me. Again with the commoner bastard. It's going to be stuck in my head, Qian Yo-woon said to the avatar. You still don't know your place. Die. The avatar screamed. A neck snapped in the simulation. Qian Mu-jiam's avatar died from a neck fracture. But 4 days ago, he would have only been pushed back from that hit. Not bad. You'll regret this, you commoner bastard. Ha ha ha. Qian Mu-jiam's avatar could not withstand the full force of Master's attack. Have I far surpassed Cheon Mu Geum because of the realization? Damn. This wasn't what I had in mind. Even if I assign an intermediate martial art to the avatar, it won't make much of a difference. Create 5 Cheon Mu Geum avatars. No, make it 10. And give each of them a different intermediate martial art. Cheon Yo Woon ordered Nano. Creating avatars for the simulation. Set martial arts. Heaven-splitting flying sword, spinning kick, emotionless sword, triple killing sword, falling fist, fist of the horse, flying shadow fist, final emperor's fist, great sunlight blade. Did I get ahead of myself? You cocky commoner. Are you trying to provoke me? A bastard like you. Dare you, as a commoner. I'm going to kick your ass, you bastard. Should I readjust the number of avatars? No need, just start it. I'm going to kill them all. If I'm attacked simultaneously, I block the first wave of attacks. Next. The avatars roared, the ceiling cracked, debris raining, temporarily suspending augmented reality. I'd forgotten how small this place was, due to augmented reality. What did you do for the ceiling too? I warned you, didn't I? I'm banning you from training facility using this individual from now on. I'm really sorry. Follow me. The building appears to be about half the size of the individual training facility. But the width of the door is much larger. You shall train here from now on. What? You'd just break the walls again if you keep using the individual training facility. Where is this? It's much larger and more pleasant than the individual training facility. It's a training facility that would normally only be available to those who reach the expert level and pass the 4th test. Pardon, of course, you haven't passed the test yet. But since you've caused another incident, we've made earlier with the Academy this space available a little head's approval. But how do you know that I've reached the level of an expert? In order to break the hard walls of the individual training facility, you at least need an expert level chi. These walls are made with an even harder material. So it shouldn't break no matter how crazy you go, the instructor told Cheon Yo Woon. Don't worry about it, and focus on your training. With a training room of this size, I shouldn't have any problems using augmented reality. It's a little past 8 p.m. Should I continue dueling against 10 Cheon Mu Geum avatars? Since a single advanced martial artist is too weak. Nano, would I be able to duel against Siab Mang Sensei's avatar? It is possible if it's only based off of the movements of the butterfly dance he showed us in the infirmary. Is that so? If it's Sensei, even if it's only off of the data from a single technique, wouldn't he be more helpful than Cheon Mu Geum? Initiating augmented reality in the user's vision. Will you select a martial art? For now, have him use the butterfly dance. Creating an avatar for the simulation. Target model, Siab Mang. Set martial arts, butterfly dance. Even though it's just the avatar that's in front of me, this is far more tense than with Cheon Mu Geum's avatar. Hey, rookie. Are you now revolting against your sensei? Hee. You're beyond laughable. Nano, please mute Sensei next time. Understood. Sensei is among the top 10 martial artists within the demonic clan. I'm no match for Sensei in terms of martial proficiency. I have to aim for his weakness with a preemptive attack. He blocked. My techniques this easily? Butterfly dance 3rd technique 7 dances of the butterfly, the avatar announced. A blast of force sent Cheon Yo Woon skidding. I knew I would be no match for him. But to think I would be down after a single technique. So this is the skill of one of the top 10 martial artists in the demonic cult. Would you like to change martial arts of the avatar? No. Resuming combat. Let's try it out. You what? You want to try again? Absolute technique. Are you even prepared? The final movement. Damn it. Am I still no match for Sensei even with the absolute technique? There are sword wounds on Sensei's avatar. The final sword swing reached him as well. In terms of purely sword technique, I might have surpassed Sensei's avatar. But I wasn't able to deal a critical blow due to the massive difference in martial prowess. I guess I can't face off against a real master just by having gained the absolute technique. I have 4 years to complete the 6 tests of the Demonic Academy. I will surpass Sensei. 4 days later, Demonic Academy Grand Martial Training Grounds. The sun beat down on the vast field, cadets buzzing. Damn it. I gave it my all yesterday, yet the best I could do was fight on par with 10 Cheon Mu Geum avatars. I still have a long way to go. Did you guys spend your 4-day break well? As announced 4 days ago, we will explain the 3rd test, The third test is that 12 people will have to perform a formation. So his intel was true. The minimum requirement for being part of a 12-person formation is to possess advanced martial prowess. This is the basics for the Sword Demon Sword formation that the main branch prides itself on. The secret martial arts book for the advanced martial art. The 7 Demon Sword. If you guys absorb the medicine balls given out today and work tirelessly to learn the 7 Demon Sword, there should be no problems achieving advanced martial art prowess. Up till here, it doesn't seem that difficult. The third test will occur on exactly the 28th day from today, and each group that is a formation has to defeat the martial arts instructors that are standing in front of you guys right now. Simple, right? Simple. Defeat the martial arts instructors? Isn't every instructor a martial arts expert? I heard that some have even reached the prowess of a master. I was just thinking it sounded too easy. It would be much easier to just fight the other cadets. Everything is going as Yum Pa said it would. The entire process will be different from the second test. We will leave everything up to you cadets, so do your best to gather up group members and learn the sword formation. After I explain the selection process for the group leaders, we'll hand out the secret books and medicine balls before dispersing. Huh? Are they not selecting by grades? Do you see the name tags on the instructors in the front row? How are we supposed to beat the instructors when they have so much real combat experience? Who can take the yellow name tags from them within 7 days will be the group leaders. Isn't this basically saying they'll kick us all out? Wait, doesn't this mean that if we can't take all the name tags, the number of groups will decrease? There are 207 people, so with 17 groups of 12 people, 3 people are already destined to be kicked out. They want us to start by stealing the instructors' name tags before we even get to the main test of defeating the instructors with the sword formation. Don't think about it too hard. The instructors with yellow name tags won't use their special techniques and will only use the 7 Demon Sword. That doesn't solve our problems. It's not like it makes a difference that an expert is only using an advanced martial art. I see their hidden intentions. To be able to nullify the 7 Demon Sword within a short time, you need to have a deep understanding of its sword movements. 7 days is a really short time to learn and nullify the 7 Demon Sword. They didn't decide on this method simply to raise the difficulty. They purposely did this to give the cadets a sense of crisis and make us desperate. As expected, they're all confused. Should I shake them up a bit more? You do have 7 days, but are there any cadets that want to challenge them right now? I thought at least one would volunteer. Did L expect too much? If they have guts and skills, it would be a great chance to gain recognition. Of course, it would have the opposite effect if they lose. I guess none of you have that much guts. Then, leader of Group 1, and the Dark Clan's Vice Lord candidate, Cheon Mu Yeon. Leader of Group 8, Cheon Yo Woon. And, isn't he, the one who defeated the Poison Clan's Vice Lord candidate Cheon Jong Sum and became Group 12's leader, Cadet 18 Baek Gi. 2 guys I didn't expect have volunteered. How exciting. The head instructor announced. A cadet whispered. He's the one who became Group 12's leader instead of Cheon Jong Sum. Laughter boomed across the field. I like the looks in your eyes. The director's gaze swept the line of instructors. All right, instructors, which of you want to entertain them? It's the instructors for Group 1, 8 and 12, and 8 announced. I told them to not get attached to their cadets. Senior Officer Martial Instructor Ho Jin Chong stepped forward, his presence heavy. Ooh, there's no need for me to volunteer if he's taking charge. Second Test's Group 8 Supervisor Martial Instructor Lim Pyong squared his shoulders. From here on out, you'll have to look after yourself, Cheon Yo Woon. Because no matter who you pick, none of them will go easy on you, he warned. I bet they were each planning on facing off against a different group's cadet to deny them the position of group leader for now. Thanks to Ho Jin Chong, it won't be as unfair of a bout. Why don't we start with the leader of Group 1, Cadet Number 1? The director proposed. Let me do it, Academy Director. Instructor Yo soon volunteered. How dare he? He should know that I have an interest in this cadet, he snapped. I'm sorry, Sunbae Nim. I knew that you wouldn't go easy on him, another instructor replied. I believe that Cheon Mu Yeon is best suited to be the next Vice Lord, Director. I'll be the one to take on Cadet Number 18, he shouldn't have tested Ho Jin Chang's patience. Now his own cadet, Number 18, will be in a pickle. I was planning on facing Cheon Yo Woon anyways. Nano. Don't miss a single second of it. Begin. The director roared. Qian Mu Yian launched forward with ferocious grace. Flowing cloud palm, he intoned. As expected, it's the flowing dark cloud palm, one of the 3 best palm arts in the main branch. It's said to be one of the Dark Clan's specialties, along with the Dark Demon's great sword. It's a shame that I have to use the 7 Demon sword instead of my own poison arts. Amazing, he's not shaken up despite his attacks getting blocked. I can tell from the chi being released through his palm techniques that he has fully achieved expert martial prowess. In terms of martial technique, he's already at the level of a clan elder. 7 Demon Sword, the second sword. Do those sword movements feel so familiar? Qian Yo Woon wondered. His understanding of techniques far exceeds that of ordinary cadets. An instructor admitted, I'll have to stop treating him as a mere cadet. The third sword, he struck. Even though the flowing dark cloud palm is a higher level martial art, he's blocking my attacks like this. Qian Mu Yian thought, I can't believe it, he gasped. The techniques that it forms might be different, but the sword movements that make up the techniques are exactly the same as the ones in the destructive sword techniques left on the sapphire. Qian Yo Woon realized. The only real difference is that the 7 Demon Sword has 12 sword movements, which is only half of the 24 sword movements of the destructive sword techniques. There's no way to be certain. But the sword demon might be the one who left all those countless sword marks. He's an expert like me, but slightly more skilled. Since he can block my palm techniques with only an advanced martial art, I bet he has far more combat experience. I guess he's an instructor for a reason. If I can't close out this match soon, I'll be at even more of a disadvantage. It can't be helped. Phew, Qian Mu Yian exhaled, shifting stance. He changed his form, Sang Moon Yo noted. He must be planning on settling this fight with his ultimate move. In that case, I'm going to gather up all my chi to block you. A palm strike flew right. A right palm technique. Let's block it first. The left followed. His left hand. Huh? He grunted. They're the same movements as earlier, but now that it's suddenly inverted, it's hard to deal with, he thought. Let's seal his left hand, he countered. Pain exploded. Whoa, ah! The crowd erupted. He actually beat an instructor, a cadet screamed. A chi blade? He's already reached expert martial prowess. Another shouted. He's on another level from us ordinary cadets, a third added. I firmly believe that the Dark Clan's young master is the one closest to the position of Vice Lord, a supporter declared. Left sword right palm, right sword left palm. It's a secret art that lets you use 2 special techniques at once, inverting from left to right and vice versa at will. It secured the Dark Clan's leader Mu Jin won his place as the second best martial artist in the cult. However, I heard that he was the only one who managed to master it. Yet here's this guy in front of me. He is a true genius. You have earned the right to become a group leader for the 3rd test, Sang Moon Yo conceded. Thank you very much. Applause thundered. Take their name tags? Something about the wording of that bothers me, Qian Yo Woon mused. Is one person able to only earn 1 name tag? Let's put a hold on that thought, he decided. Since how I do here will decide my future. I need to prove myself in front of everyone, Qian Yo Woon resolved. Oh, impressive? Despite being face to face against an instructor, instead of being nervous, he's all fired up, he noted. I'm honestly a bit surprised, he admitted. It's time to put an end to your lucky streak. I thought he wouldn't even make it past the 1st test. However, I'm going to crush you in front of everyone, kiddo. You may have the first move. Hey, will it be the butterfly dance? I may have arrived at expert prowess. Letting me have the first strike is proof that he is underestimating me. But I still lack internal energy compared to a true expert, Qian Yo Woon calculated. He exploded forward. With the 10-star key technique, I'll finish this in 1 attack. Huh? Lim Pyong blinked. The strike connected with blinding speed. So fast. Lim Pyong staggered. He grunted, forced back 5 steps. To be pushed 5 steps back even after blocking it with the 7-star key technique, he reeled. He has great internal energy, but his external energy is too powerful, Lim Pyong assessed. Damn it, so he's not going to just let me have this one. Qian Yo Woon pressed. He's humiliating me, Lim Pyong seethed. His ki is still a bit shy of that of a true expert, he noted. You think you can run away? Take this, Lim Pyong countered. 7 Demon Sword 4th Sword 6th Sword, he chained. I can see it. Compared to the destructive techniques on the sapphire, this is child's play, Qian Yo Woon thought. Even without Nano's help, I can tell. His sword techniques are unstable. He closed the distance. He closed himself? What a fool. I'll finish him with my second technique, Lim Pyong planned. The butterfly dance flowed seamlessly. He annulled the techniques of the seven-demon sword with just the basic moves of the butterfly dance. The crowd gasped. Damn it. To be pushed back by this brat's technique, Lim Pyong cursed. Since it's come to this, I'm going to knock you out with the 10-star key technique to internally injure you, he decided. A lethal technique? That crazy bastard? Nano alerted. Your organs are being damaged from the energy being forcefully injected into your body. Qian Yo Woon gasped. Nano. Quickly regenerating the damaged organs, Nano reported. Activating regeneration. How can this be? I'm sure he is receiving internal injuries, so why is he not falling down? Lim Pyong demanded. Oh shit, he panicked? I just need to withstand it with my key armor. Qian Yo Woon endured. Monster. Lim Pyong collapsed. So Yunpa wasn't exaggerating, a cadet whispered. The seven-demon sword, created by the other legend of the demonic cult, the Sword Demon. It is a collection of plain sword movements, but their countless combinations makes it a very difficult move to annul. Yet he managed to do just that, an instructor analyzed. He's beyond just excellent. He is a martial arts genius. I shouldn't have let that drunken bastard have him. Academy director. His ribs are broken. We'll have to carry Instructor Sang to the infirmary. And, 3 bones are poking out, a medic reported. Now that I think about it. I forgot to tell the instructors that Cadet 7 had punched through the fortified walls, the director realized. If he'd braced himself knowing that, he probably wouldn't have lost so hard. Take him there immediately, the director ordered. I did it! Qian Yo Woon exhaled. Shit. The cadets are going to think lightly of us at this rate. With skills and talent, it should be possible for one to surpass their instructor, an instructor admitted. Instead of being happy for the next generation, they are preoccupied worrying about saving face. Guess I'm in no position to be lecturing them. To get caught up in the moment and pick Cadet 18, without noticing such a talented individual. I now have another regret, the director reflected. We will now have the final duel, he announced. Please let us save face. I can't even imagine him losing, a cadet whispered. Don't worry about it. It's not just anyone. It's Instructor Ho Jin Chong, our senior officer, another reassured. Could an upset happen again? Doubt crept in. There's no rule that says that he can't win. Since he volunteered, he could have been hiding his skills till now like Cadet 7, a third speculated. Baek Ji bowed. I may be lacking, but please grace me with your teachings, instructor. What a humble cadet. Let's both try our best, Ho Jin Chong replied. What an overwhelming presence. Is this the same person that was smiling just a moment ago? Baek Ji thought, but I will not leave behind any regrets, he resolved. A kicking technique erupted. A kicking technique, more than anything. Qian Mu Yin performing different techniques with both hands was very interesting. I keep gaining more training avatars, he. It was only a fraction of his techniques, so I don't know if it'll analyze properly, but it'll be useful. It'll come in handy if I ever have to face Qian Mu Yin in the future, Qian Yo Woon noted. The duel intensified. Your back foot is wide open. Ho Jin Chong evaded effortlessly. He easily avoided all of them by simply moving his torso. The kick connected. It connected. Keyblade? Baek Ji gasped. To have created a keyblade so quickly. He only used a simple sword movement. He hasn't even used any techniques from the seven-demon sword yet. What will you do? He challenged. You specialize in kicking techniques, but you can't use your right foot now, Baek Ji realized. He's much stronger than the previous instructors, he admitted. With this much skill difference, it might be a stretch. But I need to try and finish this match in one technique, Baek Ji planned. He has quite the fighting spirit, Ho Jin Chong noted. Even with an injured foot, he isn't backing down, Ho Jin Chong respected. A feint flashed. A feint. He's quite the young man, Ho Jin Chong smiled. Oh ho? So this kid has also achieved expert prowess, he acknowledged. An afterimage, Baek Ji struck. You weren't too bad. It's a shame, Ho Jin Chong countered. I fell for it. Baek Ji collapsed. No, he lost, the crowd sighed. To go down after just a few techniques, it really is no easy task to face an instructor, another lamented. Cadet 1 and Cadet 7 were just monsters. It's my loss. If he hadn't gone easy on me and had used a keyblade, it would have pierced my heart. He was just unlucky. Had he faced an instructor that wasn't a master, he might have had a chance. I bet the other instructors are glad he lost. If you can connect your feint and your technique more smoothly, you should be able to confuse your opponent even more, Ho Jin Chong advised. Thank you for your guidance, Baek Ji replied. I'm looking forward to your progress, Ho Jin Chong said. Baek Ji limped away. Nano, please do an in-depth scan on Cadet 18. His complexion is unusually pale, and his neck is also tinted red, Nano reported. Have it ready so I can look through it when the third test announcement is over, Cheon Yo-woon instructed. Understood, Nano confirmed. We'll also be handing out wooden swords for the third test. It'll be one sword per person, so be careful not to break it, the director announced. You will become a group leader if you can take a yellow name tag within 7 days. Understood? The cadets roared. I should first consume the Black Dragon medicine ball, right? Cheon Yo-woon thought. I also have something to check after that. What business do you have with my liege? Calling me liege. Hyo Bong, you rascal. Previous night, Group 8 dormitory. We've also entertained the thought that he might be able to change the status quo. But don't you think it's too dangerous of a gamble? Aren't you afraid of the 6 main clans? Ma Chil challenged. I am afraid, Hyo Bong admitted. But if I'm fated to always be looked down on as a small clan lackey, I'll gladly risk it all, he declared. I really am. If it's with my liege, there might be hope for people like us. Wang Chun Myung added. Hyo Bong, do you truly trust him? Wang Chun pressed. Yes, I do, Hyo Bong affirmed. All right, man, we'll partake in your gamble. Together, they agreed. We, Ma Chil, Wang Chun and Ho Dae Myung will swear our loyalty to our liege, Cheon Yo-woon. We're in your hands, they pledged. Liege, Hyo Bong began. It's okay. You can step aside. It was a pleasure seeing your great martial performance, Cadet 7, Go Wang Hool said. I'm Cadet 857. My name is Go Wang Hool. I'll quickly get to the point. I want to become a member of your group, Go Wang Hool confirmed. You want to join my group? Cheon Yo-woon asked. As expected of our liege. The sooner we gather up members, the more time we'll have to practice, Hyo Bong cheered. I am from the Dark Fist clan, an elite clan. I'm an advanced martial artist, Go Wang Hool stated. Since we are 7 people short, we'll have to reject 9 of them, Cheon Yo-woon calculated. I'm Cadet 920 from the Dark Horse clan. My name is K Hung. I'm still only at intermediate prowess, but once I consume this medicine ball, I will reach advanced prowess, another offered. As a group member, I shouldn't be a nuisance. I promise not to hold you back, he added. I'm One Ill, Cadet 97 from the Gentle Sword clan. I've also reached advanced prowess, so I know I can be of use to the young master, a third declared. Please hear me out as well. I'm Yao Wu Min from the Golden Gate clan. I might lack internal energy, but I possess advanced spearmanship, a fourth pleaded. What the fuck? 5 out of the 16 people here are from elite clans. So 11 people need to compete for 2 spots? Damn it. This is why I hate guys from elite clans, a small clan cadet grumbled. Thank you all for asking to be part of my group, but I need to say something first, Cheon Yo-woon addressed them. I'm not simply looking for people to pass the third test with. Huh? They gasped. For when I leave the demonic academy and set off on the harsh path laid out by the main branch. I'm looking for comrades who will stick through thick and thin with me, he declared. A collective sigh escaped. What should we do? They're fearful as expected. I don't want to get caught up in the battle of the heirs. I do not care if you are from an elite clan or a small clan, as long as you wish to join forces with me, he continued. Because at the end of our journey, the current status quo will become irrelevant. I'm going to change the 6 foundations of the main branch. Does this guy have a loose screw? Isn't this basically a declaration of war? He might be a vice lord candidate, but does he have any means for it? Damn it. It sucks, but I guess we'll have to wait for a different group leader, doubters whispered. Please be my comrade for the journey and become a new foundation for the heavenly demonic cult. That is what I, Cheon Yo-woon, desire from my group members, he concluded. I apologize, young Master Cheon. I simply want a leader to pass the third test with. It is a shame. I wanted to be a part of the young master's group, but it wasn't fated to be. One elite cadet bowed out. I'm sorry, another followed. This is bad. Huh? Maybe we should have told them after accepting them. Hyo-bong worried. 3 remained. Young Master Cheon, I've observed the other Vice Lord candidates as well, and something about you is different from them, Go Wang-hul said. The journey you've described is so perilous, it could lead both you and all your comrades to the grave. To be frank, I want to give up on it as well. I'm not surprised. Since he's from an elite clan, he has the option to back a better candidate. But, like any other martial artist, I dream of power and glory. As a martial artist, hearing your ambition has only drawn me closer to you, Go Wang-hul declared. I swear my loyalty to young Master Cheon Yo-woon, he knelt. One of demonic god Cheon Yo-woon's future 6 swords. I might still be lacking, but I shall never kneel down to anyone except you. The first sword, the fist Go Wang-hul. I ask that you use me, Go Wang-hul, as your first sword, young Master Cheon, he vowed. I, Golden Gate Clan's Ya-woo Min, swear my loyalty to young Master Cheon Yo-woon. I, Treasure Sword Clan's Oh-jong, swear my loyalty to young Master Cheon Yo-woon. Thank you, Cheon Yo-woon said. I don't care if you have the title of my liege's sword or whatever, I am my liege's first subordinate, Hyo-bong huffed. Ah, is that so? Go Wang-hul laughed. Demonic Academy Individual Training Facility entrance. Today, I want you to absorb the medicine ball and memorize the entire text of the 7 Demon Sword, Cheon Yo-woon instructed. The text? Oh-jong asked. That's right, and starting tomorrow morning, we will train together. I will personally check your movements and techniques, he added. We were right to pick him as our liege. Ma Chil exclaimed. How hard can it be? I'll just beat it into them until they learn, Cheon Yo-woon thought. All right, go to your individual training rooms. Let's regroup at around 10 o'clock at night after you've consumed the medicine balls, he ordered. My liege. Is there something you want to say? Cheon Yo-woon asked. I might be worrying about nothing. But, from now on, I think you should always have me or another subordinate accompany you at all times, he advised. I'm troubled by how we were told to take the yellow name tags from the instructors. Now that I think about it, the academy director himself said that whoever could take the yellow name tags within 7 days would become a group leader, Cheon Yo-woon recalled. Is the real objective not to make us defeat the instructors but instead make the cadets take the name tags from each other? Since my liege has significantly fewer men than Cadet 1 from the Dark Clan, you might become a target, he warned. It won't be bad to be cautious, Cheon Yo-woon agreed. I appreciate the advice. It is only natural, since I swore to serve you as my liege. I shall use the training room next to yours, my liege. Huh? That's not where I'm headed, though, Cheon Yo-woon clarified. Due to certain reasons, I'm now using the training rooms over there, Cheon Yo-woon indicated. Pardon? Go Wang-hul blinked. Isn't that place only permitted for cadets that have reached expert prowess? You're amazing, my liege. I will try my best to reach expert prowess as soon as possible so that I can use the same training facility as my liege, he vowed. All right, Cheon Yo-woon conceded. Inside the expert chamber, energy surged. So this is what it's like to be a true expert. I've surpassed 60 years of ki. If I imbue a blade or a sword with this, I should be able to form a proper ki weapon. Thanks, Nano. This is all thanks to you helping me absorb it, he said. Yes, it is because of me, it confirmed. Is there no such thing as humility in the future? It exists, is that so? Cheon Yo-woon chuckled. Nano, please show me the video of Baek-gi's fight from earlier, he requested. Understood. In order to replay the video, augmented reality will be enabled in the user's vision, Nano complied. The duel replayed. Nano, zoom in on Baek-gi eye. Alright, pause the video. Zoom in closer on the face and neck, he ordered. Zooming in on the target, Nano executed. His face is ghastly pale, and the eyes are extremely bloodshot. And those red spots on his neck. I'm sure of it. That's martial instructor Hong Du Wi. He is a true expert like me. So this guy has also surpassed the skills of a cadet. I can't defeat him by only using the 7 Demon Sword. He isn't fully nullifying the movements like Cadet 7, but he is properly taking advantage of the blind spots within the techniques. I was skeptical since he came with such confidence in 4 hours. But to have analyzed the 7 Demon Sword in such a short time, he's a genius rivaling the other 2. The Blade Clan's Vice Lord candidate, Cadet 5 Cheon Yu Chan. Dueling any more will be pointless. We can stop here. Hongdu Wi conceded. Does that mean? Qian Yu-chan asked. I'll give you my name tag. Go gather your group members. I expect great results from you, an instructor offered. He. That's one. Thank you very much. Who should I go for next? He pondered. Demonic Academy Restaurant. Hey, Cadet 18. I enjoyed your duel against the instructor earlier. Qian Kyung-woon approached. I'm eating. Don't disturb me, Baek Ji-I snapped. What a rude fellow, Qian Kyung-woon muttered. All right, I'll cut to the chase. I was impressed by your skills. You seem to be a new expert. You seem to desire the role of group leader, but do you not wish to climb higher than that? Qian Kyung-woon pressed. This son of a bitch? Stay cool. If I get angry here, it'll ruin my plan of gathering talented individuals. Think about it. It'll be a great opportunity for you, Qian Kyung-woon urged. The Blade Clan bastard was too flippant, asking me to be his right-hand man. I want you to be mine, he offered. Shiver. That's twice already. Damn 6 clan bastards. I'm honestly not interested in being a group leader or climbing higher. I don't want to be under someone either. My only goal is to become stronger, Baek Ji-I rejected. A new figure approached. Sigh. Again? I'm sorry to bother you while you eat, but could I talk with you for a moment? I'm not interested. Scram, he dismissed. But, if we don't talk now, you might die later, Qian Yo-woon warned. What? Baek Ji-I demanded. This guy is. You're not even a candidate from the 6 main clans, yet your arrogance supersedes the 2 guys from earlier. Did you really think you could recruit someone like this? I think there's a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You threaten me. Yet you want to call it a misunderstanding? Baek Ji-I challenged. I didn't mean it like that. I'll get to the point. It appears to me that you have been poisoned, Qian Yo-woon stated. What nonsense is that? I observed you during the duel earlier. Your face was as pale as white, and there were red spots on your neck, he pointed out. There's no way. Even though I've been vigilant of Cheon Jong-sum since being assigned to Group 12. Baek Ji-I realized. Besides that, why is he even telling me this? Baek Ji-I wondered. Even if I have been poisoned, it shouldn't be his concern. I'm sorry for misunderstanding you. But if I have been poisoned, I should have noticed it during key meditation, he admitted. You feel fine even during key meditation? Does key meditation allow you to sense poison? I guess I didn't know that since I lack knowledge of martial arts, but those were definitely symptoms of micro-poison. The infirmary smelled of herbs and smoke. Doctor, breakfast till the lunch dinner. Dr. Beck, Qian Yo-woon called. Huh? Hey, it's been a while. Well, it hasn't been that long, right? Anyways, good to see you. Have you eaten yet? That's good to hear. Not yet. I didn't want to eat by myself. Before that, I'm sorry, but could you do a checkup on my friend here? He requested. What? I think he's been poisoned. Poisoned, the doctor exclaimed. Inhale this smoke by breathing with your mouth, he instructed. With my mouth? I understand. Baek Ji-I complied. Just inhale it deep, the doctor urged. Cough. Does that mean? Cough. It's definitely micro-poison, the diagnosis confirmed. Yes, I'm sure you've been poisoned. But I've been fine during key meditation. I've always eaten alone. And I couldn't have come in contact with any poison, Baek Ji-I protested. Micro-poisons are a bit different. Micro-poisons don't flow through your veins. Instead, their effects appear as in your lungs or stomach. They accumulates the lungs. It can be used by putting it in food, but it can also be used by crushing it into a fine powder and making you inhale it in your sleep. In small doses, it's hard to notice that you've inhaled it while sleeping, the doctor detailed. Are you perhaps sharing a dorm with a poison user? Flashback to the first night. Get a hold of yourself. Young master. You jerk. How dare you, when you're only from the Gentle Kick clan. Do you think you'll be safe after attacking Cheon Jong-sum of the Poison clan? Does it matter who I am, or who he is? At the Demonic Academy, strength is everything. Now that I've won, I'll be in charge of Group 12. You're so full of yourself. Enjoy your victory for now. The claws of the Poison clan are like poison liquor. They grow stronger over time. So this is what he meant back then. Cheon Jong-sum, that motherfucker. Baek Ji-I raged. I'm glad we discovered it so soon. If you take an antidote for 7 days, you'll be as good as new, the doctor prescribed. Isn't it pretty serious if red spots are appearing on his neck? Right. You said you got hit on the chest during your duel, right? So the symptoms became pronounced for a moment because your lungs were stimulated. If the symptoms were present all the time, not even a godly doctor could save them, the doctor warned. But how do you know so much about this poison? My mother passed away from being poisoned with micro-poison, and I was poisoned by it for a while as well. I'm sorry. I haven't shown you my gratitude yet. You've saved my life. Thank you very much. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I just didn't want anyone to die from such a cowardly poison, he added. I've been looking for the source of that poison. What is this intense bloodthirst? Baekji, I felt. Why don't you rest in the infirmary for today? Pardon? If you return to the dorms, they'll just poison you again. You weren't planning on taking your revenge right now, were you? No, sir. You can leave Cheonjong Sum to me. You even have a foot injury. Cleansing the poison should come first, so get some rest like the doctor ordered, Cheon Yo Woon advised. What are you planning? I think we need to talk this out. Bullshit, as if. Hey, lowly bastard. What? Sound telepathy? You'll be able to find the guy you're looking for in the forest near the 5th dorm. If what you are saying is true, I'll let him have the spot next to you. What? I hope you and that crazy bastard from the Poison Clan fight each other to the death. Actually, I hope he does die. Night fell over the forest. Because the instructors stay in the 5th dorm, there really is no one else around. He. This is the perfect place to collect poisonous plants. Thanks to the medicine ball, I now have the internal energy of a new expert. If I work hard for just a few more days, I'll achieve the 5th level of Poison of Destruction. Up until the 4th level, it was all basic techniques, but starting at the 5th level, it becomes deadlier thanks to the poison techniques. Then, without even using something like micro-poisons, I'll be able to make that cocky Baekji I kneel in front of me. I'll kill you with my own hands before the micro-poison makes you croak. What's got you so happy? Cheon Yo Woon emerged from the shadows. It didn't sound like a martial instructor. Who's there? But I can't see them because the lantern's so weak. Are you feeling good after playing with micro-poisons? What's a bastard like you doing here? Wait, he just said micro-poisons. Did I mishear him? The red spots on Baekji's neck. Did you really think I wouldn't figure it out? What? How did you? Oh, right, that's how you figured it out. Your filthy mother also.